And we have had a bunch of little plans and draft plans over the course of the 2 weeks. Almost all of that to do with, oops, to do with before the assault. Bring us over to the Roll20 screen. Start up some music. Because I'm remembering things this time. I woke up like 2 hours ago. I'm doing good today. Oh. Roll20 already thinks that the track was displaying. Now it is. Alright. Well, here we are. Let's move us over to the Raza screen, I guess. Which, of course, changes the music. Damn it. Actually, it just breaks the music. There we go. We're back on the music. Oh, let's get this thing out of here. Wait, why can't I get this thing out of here? Oh. There we go. Okay. So, I would ask you to move us over to the screen anyways. Ask you to figure out who's doing what as the final stage of your preps here.
Can we go over the plan? I was sort of following Discord, but I had to drop in and out, so I don't exactly know where we're at.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes a lot of sense.
All right. So basically we've got a lot of prep actions. We've got a setup for if we need to do an offensive action, and then we have a smaller stealth action because I was really tired when I wrote that. And there you go.
I will say I put a lot on you
Are
guys this time.
Are they pinned?
Yeah, they should be pinned.
Everything except the stealth bit, which is just right at the end of it anyway. So whatever.
Oh, that didn't work. Dang. Let's see if I can do it like this then.
Right. So, are we? I guess the question that I have is, are we going to use Nox to knock out the power, or are we going to use me inventing some bullshit to knock out the power?
Do you need to invent some bullshit to knock out the power?
Well, I assume if Nox knocks out the power, they're going to have to.
Powers.
Yeah, they're going to have to stay on it to keep it knocked out. Whereas if I knock out the power, it's going to stay down because I'm going to do
I
it
think the
explosively.
EMP will destroy the power thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think it'll come back on. I think it'll just be broken.
Yeah.
They'll have redundant generators, but yeah. It'll take a few seconds for those to switch on. Or take a little bit for those to switch on. So, yeah, Zoe can do that. If that's what she wants to do.
I didn't even think about doing this before.
Are they all the way on the The top one's cut off. I don't know about these bottom ones.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get them all pasted in real quick. I haven't repositioned anything yet. And they're about to overlap too.
Right.
Alright, and here's your rubber masks idea.
Hey, if
I
we
don't
knock out
really. I don't know how the rubber masks idea actually would work.
Yeah, I'm
I,
not even. It was more of a throw in to see if we could even do it. We don't really have anybody that can make rubber masks. I don't think.
well, I don't
Uh,
think rubber masks was literal. I thought it was basically just the idea of getting the
Uh,
Mercure costumes.
yeah, we drop a wallet that has a Mercure Core ID in it. Oops.
That could work too. Let's see where the line shields
If
go.
we're gonna knock out the power with the EMP, can we sneak in our group as like these are the power repair guys?
mm,
I mean,
It would
Rob,
take time for them to call somebody and then more time for them to show up.
well, yeah, probably if we could intercept the call.
I think that's probably extending things too much.
All right.
All right, Zoe wants to take out the power, I guess. Okay. I don't really get how the iconic actions bet works.
All right, so yeah,
Um,
let me throw a little bit of explanation out for you. Um, what I intended there was that a single character, PC or NPC, can roll a single skill check. In addition, or alternatively, um, any of the PCs can do something that's kind of considered iconic for that PC. For Charlie, that's sneaky parkour. For Jai, that's knowing things or pharmaceuticals. Zoe is making crazy um,
EMP
engineering
rays.
creations or trade things. Um, and Nemesis's will be that she is preparing her hacks so that she does not face a +2 difficulty in the facility, and making a plan so that everyone gets a little bit of assistance within the facility. Um, you can forego rolling a skill check as the PC to do two kind of iconic things, but in doing that, you lose out on your character's higher bonus. Does that make sense?
could you repeat that last bit?
Yeah. You essentially uh, you can only roll one skill check.
Mm-hmm.
You get one iconic action.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bless you. You can trade your skill check for a second iconic action.
Okay.
Now, let's see. Have I missed anything there? I think those were. Yeah, there was like one more thing. You had had the idea of shaped charges on the roof.
Okay. I really wish Nemesis was here to tell us what they wanted to do here.
I talked to Meowkin a little bit before to try and to head that problem off, and Meowkin was fine with Nemesis just uh, staying behind at least during the prep phase. Um, what what other information would you want from Meowkin?
I mean, do they want to go in? We are sending them in, right?
Nemesis
Yeah.
has to go in, yeah.
Well, I mean, also if they wanted to make a skill check during the prep phase,
No, she does not.
because they're a PC and can make better rolls than anyone else.
Yeah, it's the trade-off that Nemesis is making is that if they don't do the plan, then you don't have the plan aid checks or the plan reroll
Okay.
within the facility. If they don't prepare their hacks, then it's a +2 difficulty to all hacking within the facility, or
All right.
10
So
minutes.
they're just preparing their hacks and making the plan here.
Yes. Yeah. If you think that either one of those should be sacrificed for a skill check instead, then we'll definitely hear that out.
Okay. No, I think this is fine. Um. So for Zoe doing the trade, or something along those lines, would she plausibly be able to do a trade for like getting those? Would that include like hiring those local PMC sorts to apply pressure at Union, or to stage attacks at distant Union properties? Does that count as a trade?
What for her iconic trading?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so. Not on that. It would certainly count as trading for purposes of the connect skill check, so she'd get the 3 dice.
All right. And okay. What about the power grid thing? Arch keeps mentioning some sort of weird device for it. I don't really know what that's about. Is that an iconic action?
If you're wanting to just create some kind of device instead of rolling the fixed check to sabotage it through normal sabotage means, that would be the iconic thing. Is circumventing, well, not circumventing a skill check because you're still making a skill check. What I'd intended for that was if it could be quantified as the benefit of a focus. Like the Wanderer focus has the ability to get into anything, anywhere with some work. The Connect focus has the ability to ask for a favor from someone technically with a weak on planet. And Creative has the ability to build whatever you guys can dream up with in very short time as a one-time thing. So if you want to go there, honestly, the skill check would be about the same.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, like, because if they get to use the foci there, we can also have them do some other thing.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble understanding the iconic action. Is it essentially trading off your
No, it's not
bonus?
a trade-off. You get an extra thing. You get to make one skill check and one iconic action. If you cannot make an iconic action on a thing and use your skill check, then we have to put an NPC on doing the other action.
Okay.
Think of the skill check as a main action, and the iconic action as a move action.
Okay.
I don't know if that actually helps, but it helps me to think of the action economy.
Yeah, I was thinking of it as like a bonus action type of deal. But it ends up being the same thing.
Yeah, it does.
All right. In that case, sorry about this, Dex.
No worries. I didn't actually expect everything to get planned out over the 2 weeks break. Just just get some of it, and we did. We saved a lot of time by letting me prepare all this. So no apologies necessary. You're not stalling anything. You're not delaying anything, and I'm not trying to rush this. You guys have this entire session, if you want, to talk out how you want to do the prep. You probably don't want to spend an entire session doing that, but
No.
Yeah, I'd really like to actually do something today. I mean, planning is doing something, but
You'd like some action. I get it.
yeah.
All right. In that case, for Zoe's part, would she want to do on the go on the bomb planting thing, or would she want to go hire the people? Because we can have we do have another level 2 NPC who can go hire the people, and the bomb check we don't have as obvious a choice, but
Yeah, I would think that the bomb is more important than the hiring people. I think.
they're planting explosives on the roof, to clarify.
Yeah, no. But calling it the bomb thing sounds more fun. So
Yeah. Okay, we can put her on that as her actual check then.
plus that means I get to be inside. Ooh, I get to pick all the yummy secrets, and I can be there to be like, no, don't bring those yummy secrets. They're not worth anything.
Well, that's not being inside. That's being on the roof.
Well,
I
yeah,
do
but
have
once,
you going inside later, though.
yeah, once it blows up, I can go in.
Yep. All right. So I'll put you on that.
Excuse me. Jeez. Sorry.
And Zoe.
Yes, that one.
Okay. So there's that.
Why don't we move the character token over?
I'm just writing it on the planning sheet for now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move a token. Where was Zoe? On let's see. You were doing Zoe over here, right? On the shape charges, trying to get multiple charges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make sure that they, blow up what we want them to and not what we don't want them to.
Right. And was that being done as her bonus, her iconic?
I think the iconic was making some device to take out the power grid.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because we can either. Well, I mean, I guess I could just not take the iconic and do the 10 int fix instead. Just not do an iconic action, right?
No, you well, if you did that, you would not be able to do the roof thing.
But
Or-
I thought we could trade in an iconic for another skill thing.
No,
other way around.
Well then, yes, I'm going to totally do the iconic thing, which is going to end up doing the same thing anyway.
Yeah, it's
But
literally the same roll.
But I'm going to do it with a sick ass ray beam instead of blowing up some cables or whatever.
Hmm.
I want to move these over a little bit because I want to be able to
All
put more NPCs down.
In that case, hiring the team or hiring the local private military firm is going to be Lisa. Mercure disguises. We don't have a player, or we don't have a player on analyze network maps. We don't have a player on, so we'll need an NPC. Advertisements. We don't have a player on, so we'll need an NPC. So what
This
NPC?
is a thing that falls under Snake.
What's that?
I will say making disguises does fall under Snake if you need somebody for that.
Yeah, but we already have. Well, at least in your case, we do have you doing 2 actions already.
Can we put
Uh,
No
Scotty?
problem.
Can we put
I
Scotty on
didn't
that?
know where I fit into this plan because I wasn't really on top of the Discord.
yeah, that's fair. What were you saying, Arch?
I mean, can we put Scotty on disguises? I mean, we don't really need them to be great. They're more of a if they work, great, but if they don't, oh well.
We will. I'll need to double check in a second to see who's good at what there. Um, Charlie is doing unlocking the rooftop entrance and acquiring for their iconic thing and getting the red card and security uniform from someone who on their way home from work. So we have like security access in the facility. At least that's what I wrote down. If you wanted to do something else, you can go ahead. That was just my suggestions because those were the major sneaky check things.
Do we need to
Started out doing.
wait? Do we need to blow a hole in the roof if we're also sneaking in?
So the blow a hole in the roof thing, it happens post
Later?
sneaking in if we need to switch to loud.
Gotcha.
Because I made the loud plan and damn it, I'm
Right.
not
Right, of
changing
course.
anything because fuck it, I can't be bothered at this point.
Hey, Dex, I'm gonna move the tokens to the inside so that they actually fit on my screen.
Okay.
Okay, that's a lot of shit.
I mean, we don't have to do all of these, right?
No, you don't. You don't at
No.
all.
Yeah.
Where am I? Where am I?
And what was Charlie's secondary thing? Oh, he's over here. Okay, no. Yeah, what was Charlie's second thing?
He's unlocking the roof access. So right to the right across from where he is now.
Okay.
And he's
And that
also
one-
pickpocketing a red card.
Yes.
Are we gonna put somebody in a suit in the Marauder for when we go lad?
We could.
I mean, because it says we only have to yada yada yada. As long as there's no checks as long as nobody on the stealth team is wearing combat armor or packing anything more than a sidearm. But that's only for the people that leave the Marauder at the starport, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll actually just bring the drop pod to the roof rather than Marauder. Marauder is actually fairly fragile and obvious. Drop pod has some advantages that the Marauder doesn't.
Mhm.
Okay.
So most of the actual like big combat chain is going to be in the drop pod.
Right. And we're gonna leave the Marauder on planet for anybody that can't make it to the drop pod to get out.
Yeah.
Obviously, with somebody to fly it.
Yep.
Dope.
Well, it might actually be a good idea to have it rendezvous with the Raza because we might need to take off in a hurry.
Well, I guess the question is because we got 3 things that need to fly. I need to be on the ground, so I can't do any, or 2 things that need to fly, and I need to be on the ground already, so I can't fly anything. No, 3 things because the Raza still needs to be flown by somebody. So, do we want to just have me be in charge of the Marauder, and after I don't get on the drop pod, I just try and sneak out and get back to the Marauder?
I'm not sure what you're talking about now.
Okay, so the way I understand it, we're sending one team down on the Marauder. They're going to be the
Mhm.
people that do the sneaky, whatever shit. They're going to the starport. We're also going to send in the drop pod directly to the thing, to the compound, whatever you want
Right,
to
but
call it.
we also have like 8 hours of preparation before that. So like all the setup for the knocking out the fucking whatever and like setting stuff up on the roof and knocking out the power grid, all that's happening in the like 8 hours beforehand.
Okay, but my question is, are we intending at the end of this all for everybody of ours who's in the compound to escape in the drop pod? Or are we planning on some of them just kind of going back outside and fading back into the city?
I mean, assuming things go stealthily, fading back into the city would work. If things do not end up going stealthily, everyone is going to have to. It's probably going to have to escape on the drop pod.
Right.
You okay there, Dex?
I guess my real question is, do we want to keep the Marauder on the ground through this whole thing so that if we leave anybody behind, they still have a chance of getting out? Or do we want to have the Marauder back up at the ship, and if anybody gets left behind, we'll pick them up later?
I think probably pick up later, because if people can escape stealthily, that's great, and we can send some people down or someone down for that. If not, they're going to have to come up in the drop pod late anyway, and we'll probably have to leave them behind anyway. So if we left the Marauder behind, we'd be leaving them both behind. Does that make
Right.
sense?
No, but okay, that's fine. So we're
Ah.
gonna send here. I'm gonna write this down somewhere so I don't have to keep saying it. So the stealth team is going down on the Marauder before the heist and the drop pod. Heist.
I'm gonna change the music, make this more tense.
Us standing around going, filling out our TOE.
Yes.
I don't know.
So that's where we're at. Yeah.
Drop pod is landing in the compound during the heist if the heist goes hot.
Right, but it takes 15 minutes, so we got to start it before the heist starts, no matter what. We don't actually have to land it to bring it back up, right, Dex? We can just decide not to land it and take it right back up.
We'll give that a pilot check. I don't think that's supposed to happen with these things. They're, well, you know what? It has to break somehow before it hits the ground. So yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just landing, but higher up, you know.
Yeah. that logic works for me.
Okay.
It really does. No
All
reason
right,
to
so
make
we'll
that more
just have it-
complicated.
It's not possible for us to loiter it though, right? Like just kind of hang out, hovering above the. It either has to come down all the way. Or
No,
go
the
all the way
problem
up, but
with
it can't just hang
loitering
out.
it, if I decide, if it were allowed, is it would no longer really be stealthed.
Right, because it's got a big plume of flame coming out the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and the reason that you're using the drop pod is because it's very stealthy.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe I had allowed in the past for you to try and come in on the drop pod even hotter than it's designed for with a pilot check.
Right. Okay.
But that still only brought the time down to 5 minutes, so that's still a long time.
Hey, are you cool with the drop pod, the cargo bit being ambiguous? Not like with what's in it, but like how many chairs it's got and whatnot?
Yeah, more or
Okay.
less. It is more luxurious than other drop pods because you had it built in Lamiera in
Mhm.
March. But yeah, we don't need
Mostly,
to.
okay. Mostly, I'm just worried about if I have to count how many people might be on this ship at the end of this, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Oh no, you're fine. The drop pod
Drop
can.
pods can carry like 100 something
Yeah.
people, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to make sure that we didn't have to like fabricate chairs or some nonsense.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It
Okay.
has enough internal structure that you can have 100 tons of cargo, or 100 people, or any mixture thereof.
Which is hilarious because that assumes that a person weighs 100 tons or weighs a ton.
One.
Yeah, I think it assumes that a person takes up the space into which you
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
pack a ton.
Yeah. That makes sense. Still funny though.
It is still funny.
All right. Cool. So we don't have
You
to worry
lose
about
vertical
that.
space when you're packing people. You don't lose
Mm.
that vertical space when you're packing freight.
Unless you pack them on
Well.
top of each other.
Yeah.
The people, I mean.
I mean, the-
Pack them in like sardine.
Just do a cheerleader pyramid.
Just have them all lay on the floor, and then the next layer lays on top of them, and then just try not to accelerate too fast. um. So, right. So who all are we going to send down on the stealth team? That's what we're still working at. Can we get what's our PR person's name?
Lisa,
Lisa. Oh, she's already doing something.
she is.
What did you want her doing?
I figured she could do the ad time thing. That seems pretty easy and within her wheelhouse.
Yeah, we're putting her on the mercenary thing just because she's the only one with actual skills for it that's actually here.
Right.
It
What
has
are we
more than a
putting you
plus
on?
one.
What are you doing?
I'm doing this stirring up anti-union protesters.
Okay, but don't like convince them that they actually really like Union. If you can.
Great. I'll consider that. Fuck. Ad time. I don't know who can we put on buying ad time.
I mean, I don't know. That seems like one of those things where it's like, I have money, you have ad time. This is a transaction. It shouldn't be that fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's not. It is only 6. The reason there's a check at all is because you're trying to buy it anonymously. I mean, I assume you don't want
Oh,
any
yeah,
of your
yeah.
names attached to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be anonymous. It just doesn't have to be our names.
Right. You're basically just trying. The check is just to try and get somebody who cares little enough about the details and will just take the
Mhm.
money.
Ooh, even better if we can make them
Okay.
think it's Merc-Horror. Right? Right?
You want to bump that difficulty up to an 8?
Ooh, I kind of do.
I think that's probably risking too much.
All right.
It's only 2 points higher. I'm not GM. I'm not trying to troll you.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna
I
stop
don't know.
trolling you.
Who has admin skill amongst the remaining crew?
Any of the ship crew should, right? They all have +1. Oh, that's just for ship stuff, though.
That's just for
right?
ship stuff. No, I will find someone. I'm just right now. I'm looking to see which of them are. I think Newton was.
Crew people can only do one thing.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
okay? That makes sense, I guess.
They are not as good as you guys.
Psh, what do I pay them for?
To do the
Be
things
a
that
little
you that are too low for
Yeah,
you.
that I don't want to. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Capitalism.
And we also need someone to analyze the network map for line shunts.
Yep. I believe I already put Bree on that. Armstrong.
That is not on the map that I
Yeah,
see.
it is.
Oh wait, yeah, it is. Okay.
Armstrong. We just never called them Bree.
Yeah, I don't think that's their nickname, Dex.
It is actually.
It is not because we've never called them that, and I don't think I've heard anyone else ever call them that.
Well, it was their nickname before they came over here.
Okay, so they're insisting it's their nickname.
No, I just haven't changed their token because it's kind of a pain with Roll20. I have to go to the
Look,
page where I keep my tokens, change it there, go to the character sheet, remove the default token, go back to the token page, click on that token, and then assign that to the character sheet.
look. When they signed on with the Raza, their employment form has a little spot for nicknames, and they wrote that in. Nobody's ever used it, but it is technically their nickname.
They actually prefer being
see.
called Armstrong because it's even more gender neutral than Bree. They just did not like being called Breeze.
Well, and Bree's kind of cheesy.
Like Bree?
Yes,
Can I sabotage
of
those?
course, like Bree.
Hey Dex, can I sabotage those explosives before Zoe puts them down so they explode when she's doing that?
Hey Dex, can I find the zombie serum and pour it into Jai's coffee every morning?
Mm.
Did you guys want to
Is
spend
it
the
too
rest
late
of
to
this?
fight on with another ship?
Did you guys want to spend the rest of the session creating your characters for my next campaign?
Yeah, let's do that.
No.
All right, then no,
Wait,
you can't pour the zombie serum into the water supply or Jai's water,
All right.
Lame.
and you can't explode
Look,
Zoe's.
Well, like the heat of the coffee doesn't neutralize it at all.
No.
Lame. Dex, I'm also using that iconic action like you suggested to make some drugs.
Yep. Just go ahead and tell me what they are when they need to be used. Only the book pharmaceuticals, and they go away after this.
That's fine. I was just thinking of making up some of the. Let me get the book open.
You wanted the combat stims.
Yes, I'm just trying to remember what they were called.
Tsunami and Reverie, I believe.
Yes, that sounds right. For now, I've got a bunch of other drugs. It looks like our actions are actually assigned to people. Did we have anyone with +1s that were good at those things?
Oh, you know what?
Probably not.
Let me look back again. Actually, oh, no, you've only got Elena and Notario that are actually Crew 1 skilled right now.
Okay.
Oh no, I take that back. You've also got the technicians. You've got Ashanti Knapp and Liligate Grace Grieg. And I did tell you that I was going to give you the higher levels before, so Armstrong is still going to stay on the line shunts. Because...
Yeah, I mean that just makes sense. You put a program to analyze a program. I feel real bad being mean to Bree, but they're so punchable, you know.
They remind me of a female Spock, or well, not female Spock, but female-looking Spock. Or what's that? There was also another really just stick up the butt character in a Star Trek show.
Tuvok?
Tuvok, yes. I think they.
Now there's a name I haven't heard in many a day.
Yeah.
I've only watched the original Next Gen and DS9. I can't actually remember. It was Tuvok in Voyager or Enterprise.
Voyager.
Okay.
He played the Spock role, but in Voyager.
I see. So okay.
Wait, wasn't Tuvok female?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't think Tuvok, because
Tuvok is the Vulcan in Voyager.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
See, I thought Tupac was a rapper.
No, that's Tupac. This is Tuvok with a V.
They're the same person to me. I don't know either of them.
Okay,
Maybe Tuvok has a secret rapping career. You don't know.
Ooh, apparently Tuvok also served under Hikaru Sulu on the Excelsior. Well, there you go.
Sure he did. Everyone's related to everyone somehow.
Sure.
Well, if you want to let him go, Scotty would be fine doing the ad time.
All right, sure.
Yeah, that works. Whatever.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind him being on the being. Well, yeah, it's fine.
I
We
mean-
can adjust people for combat crew anyway, and that's not likely to take much time.
Yeah,
we're-
unless any of these NPCs run into trouble, they'll be able to reconvene, rendezvous, back where you
Yep.
need them before the assault begins.
Right.
And there's not much trouble that could be run into while trying to buy ad time.
Yeah.
Zoe's doing the most
person's
dangerous
like,
one.
I need your real name, and they just say okay, and they get up and walk out.
Alright.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now it is time to crack open the good shit and start handing out drugs.
So let me just remove Newton. Well, Newton's going with Scotty.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
He'll make the check.
Why not?
You dare? Just say yes. This is what your brain looks like on drugs.
And I was just watching the
Uh,
Shaolin SNL skits last night.
The Shaolin.
Shaolin, Shaolin, Shallon, I think.
I don't know who that is.
I'll have to link them
Or-
later. They're hilarious. She cracks me up.
I just remember the commercial where like the lady is like she smashes the egg and then she like destroys her kitchen.
I don't remember
This is your
that.
brain on drugs.
Nice.
And then dare was always like the worst fucking acronym because it's like, yes, I do dare, dummy,
Yep.
because I'm a cool kid.
Heck yeah. Alright. So let's see. Yeah, hand out drugs to people off doing tasks. Because I've got a lot of them.
you
Might
have
as
any
well
of-
use them.
Do you have slow mo? I really want the world to go in slow motion while I'm doing this.
Does the world go in slow motion while you're doing psych and dex?
I don't think Psych In has that. I think that would be Psych Out, wouldn't it?
That is true. I've got both of them,
Yeah.
but I don't think psych out is very useful to you.
Yeah, I don't remember what either of them does, so I'm gonna let you pick.
Okay.
Give me that good
Ooh,
shit. Doc.
you're letting me pick?
Yeah.
Well then, I've got some exciting new prototype ones that I'm testing out.
Are you sure this is the test bed you want to use them on? Remember what happened last time we tested something out?
I know, but on the other hand, I'm remembering the last time I refused to test something out on Zoe.
When was the last time you refused to? I don't get it.
When he got charged for doing unlicensed pharmaceuticals and
Look, my dude, that's on you. Okay, you can't blame that
it
on
wasn't. It was from fucking you. You got me in trouble.
Uh-huh. Classic jibe, blaming his problems on others.
What's your fault?
It was the bureaucracy. Couldn't possibly be my fault. Give me that good shit, Doc.
All right, yeah. I'll be giving her the good shit when
Woo.
she's going on front. I'm giving everyone who's making mental tech psych and that can actually benefit from them, and everyone who's making physical checks psych out that can actually benefit from them. Just because drugs
What?
make the world go round.
Why does
Charlie will not
Roll20
be
hate
taking any
me?
drugs.
Charlie's not taking drugs.
There's not really any downside.
That is a statement accurate to reality.
You don't want none of this, Charlie. I kind of think I do. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to become addicted. It's not habit forming.
God.
You can't risk slamming into a building at fucking Mach 7.
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to get a hangover. It won't give you a hangover. Amazing.
Okay, there we go.
That's scene.
Outstanding.
Is that
Hi,
Nox, I
Nemesis.
heard?
You want some drugs?
All right.
Or-
Now.
Nemesis. There it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Myokin.
Hey. Meow. What?
Yeah, can you want some drugs?
I don't know. I need context. I need context before I do drugs.
They're the drugs that are not fun drugs, but make you better drugs.
Actually, they are probably usable as fun drugs.
Yeah, probably. Most drugs are. Particularly if they make you better. That's usually pretty fun to be better.
Knowing that my car has an overheating problem, I worry about leaving the car on while I'm playing the game.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
I mean, if
eh,
we're talking
whatever.
if we're talking about Saiken, yeah, sure. Just so long as y'all have someone covering me.
What is the downside to Seiken exactly?
You hyper focus really bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we probably won't be giving that to the people covering us.
You won't.
No.
Yeah. No, you don't. Yeah, you aren't aware of any anything going on around you. You focus solely on what you're doing, and you also
Okay.
won't hesitate to do. I'm pretty sure that you also won't hesitate to do anything.
I could
Yeah,
use
it
some
does
of that
also
for
have
my last calculus class.
Yeah, I'd love some of it personally.
Mm.
It's like Adderall, but times 2 or more.
I need that shit. I need to get back on it, honestly. I have been off for a while, and it is really, really hard to focus on anything.
All right, now we're talking about drugs
Eddie-
in real life, and I would just like to say, dare. Just say no.
I had a
Uh,
prescription.
This is your brain on drugs.
So I'm going to
I-
refocus back into the game.
I actually need it though.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh huh.
I've
Tap your arm. I need it, guys.
for
All
the
right.
pre-infiltration prep, I've marked the checks that could benefit from Psych-In, and unfortunately, it's just both the checks that Zoe's making.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess Zoe's doing some drugs.
The other ones are more extended. They're not, just a single roll that encompasses actions taken within the time period of the drug.
Hmm.
And
So I guess-
technically, I think Bree could also benefit from it, or Armstrong could also benefit from it. But that roll is so
Yeah.
low.
But is Bree like
On
straight
the
edge or
other
something?
hand, I really kind of want to see what happens if I give Armstrong Psych-In.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So we're doing it.
Can we not do science experiments during the heist?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. You've only got you only have Lisa and McCrumble going down to the surface. So McCrumble would like another security with him, and Lisa would like a G1 with her.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay.
Take your pick.
Don't lose them. They're expensive.
Yeah.
She'll go on down with Saul because he's
I mean,
a people person.
Are they really though?
Eh.
They're not really that expensive. We really should have
I guess
more.
the one question I would ask Dex
Mm-hmm.
for Psych-In, how long will those checks take? Because we have multiple doses of Psych-In here.
Yeah, I've already said you can't stack them though.
Okay.
Yeah, once your focus is broken, your focus is broken.
Keep injecting. Keep injecting.
Don't listen to the voices in your head.
Actually, McCrumble is with another security, so yeah, that's fine.
So I think I'm. Yeah, because I'm staying on the planet, so we need to bring somebody down with us in the Marauder who can fly it back. And then,
Is Navaria already in use?
yeah. So I think
Pod.
Navarra has to do the drop pod flight.
That makes sense.
And then who are we leaving flying the Raza?
Probably Eliza.
Well, hopefully we don't need any fancy flying then.
Or Elena, sorry. Blah.
And I
Same
thought
difference.
Elena was going somewhere with somebody.
No.
Hmm.
No,
So
Mm.
Natario has to come down with us on the Marauder so she can fly the Marauder back,
okay,
and then she'll be part of the drop squad.
that's right. So I'll just put her in both.
Yeah, that works.
There we go.
Oh man, it's a good thing Navario has a secret twin they've been hiding on board.
It would actually make things much simpler.
Okay. All right. Who else is is active in the backup assault pod drop, or backup drop pod assault? Backup assault drop pod. It was very important for me to get that right.
Yeah, well, obviously.
I'm proud of you, Dex.
Are we
Thank
gonna
you.
try and get? Are we gonna try and get Scotty in to lead that?
As long as nothing goes terribly, catastrophically wrong while buying ad time, that should be easy to do.
Okay, and then do we want to add in what's her face? Miss Shooty. No, she's
Elena?
flying the goddamn Raza. God
Yeah.
damn it!
You-
Why do we have so few people?
Because you kept being cheap about hiring more.
No, we just keep not finding anybody.
I,
I'm
Last
pretty
time I
sure we
tried to
could have
hire-
hired a lot more.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
put
don't know,
the
last-
finger on Lulu because it's actually Lulu who has given me numbers for how many people to hire.
But Zoe complained when I said I wanted to hire
Oh.
a bunch more.
I don't remember that, but I believe it.
Yeah, that sounds like something Zoe would do.
So you don't need Elena necessarily flying the Raza. Any of your crew can do it. Elena has the +1 on skill checks. The other crew have a plus. Sorry, Elena has a +2. The other crew have a +1.
Right. So I think having Elena on the drop pod to kind of cover with the big gun, probably a good idea. Right? Is it the drop pod that has a big gun?
Mhm.
Like an anti-personnel gun or something? I don't remember what exactly it was.
Yeah, I think you had 2 anti-vehicle lasers and 1 railgun.
Right.
Is her attack as good as a guard at level 1?
Yeah, Elena's special.
She's better. She's mad.
You make the hurdy.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we really want to, we can bring her down and just leave a normal
Yeah. well, normal crew. 'Cause,
C0 people
I
up.
mean, the Raza just needs to stay where it is, right? It's hidden. Oh well, no, because people think it's the Leaf right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fine.
All right.
It just needs to hold position so we can, make it back to it. Ooh. Oh god, that just made me fucking paranoid. Why do I do this to myself? Did
What?
we follow an elaborate trap to get us all trapped on the planet while they take the fucking Raza from us? Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
You
Even if
don't,
it wasn't before, it is now.
you don't think someone from Union would be that clever?
Well, I didn't until just now.
Jack might be.
I mean, Jai can stay up on the Raza.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
kind of
so
worried. Okay, that makes me paranoid in a different direction.
Why?
is Jai gonna leave us on the planet?
Yeah, Jai's gonna sell us out to Union. They'll give him everything he wants.
Yeah,
they?
all he wants.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably.
I
They'll
don't
let you-
think it's likely.
They'll give you an unending supply of people to test zombie things on.
Hmm.
You really want Mercure for that.
Oh, okay,
Lulu's
well,
right. Not that Mercure
Just
ever
robots
actually does
in
human
other
testing.
places.
No, of course not.
We have like multiple combat fitted robots on the ship.
Well, no, we're bringing them with us.
Oh, well then never mind. Ship's fenceless, whatever, it's gone.
It's not defenseless. It's just mostly defenseless.
Let's
Well-
see. Saul and Lisa doing the hiring of the local private military types will probably be on the ground for the entire time. They won't be able to rendezvous. And so Saul can't rejoin any assault or return to the Raza to defend it. Scotty and Newton. Newton can.
Wait, they're going to be, so to clarify, they're going to be there the entire 8 hours. They cannot leave on the Marauder.
Scotty and Newton can. Lisa and Elazad.
Would have to come back for.
We'll see how their check goes.
Okay.
Remember, hiring that local private military type is a very arduous task.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so they can't come. Scotty and Macy can. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put them. There, I'm not gonna include them in the group, but why is Ashanti on the map?
Ashanti is a higher skill bonus than Reed, and is capable of doing tailoring.
Okay, I'm gonna just remove her so I get less confused then.
Sure, that's fine.
Reed, I mean. Okay, Scotty and Macy can join the drop pod assault then. We'll leave a couple of the level zeros up on the ship to defend it. Fairbanks, sure. We'll
You want a
bring,
box for ship defense too?
I mean, I'm just gonna assume that anybody who's left not in this list is on the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably a good assumption.
Yep.
Man, we really got to get these people some vacation time.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
Wait, does Harry want to come with?
I think we've had a couple days where they've rotated out.
yeah.
What?
A day or two,
You've
at
never
least.
actually listed what Harry's skill levels are, Dex.
I haven't. I keep failing at that.
Well, I mean, his skill levels are if it's something a big guy would be good at, +1. If it's something a big guy wouldn't be good at, 0.
Or
Well, he
if it's
also did
managing.
office work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was mayor of a city.
Oh,
was
very
something
charismatic.
Huh.
Shoot, we should send him to go hire people.
I don't know if he knows about hiring.
No, but he's got to have a good connect skill. He got elected mayor of a city.
Maybe it's really easy there. Maybe there's no one. Maybe there's no one running against them.
Speaking of
I wouldn't
vacation,
run
we could
against
always
him.
just go back there for, I don't know, 2 weeks and let people have vacation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
We'll leave Harry up on the Raza crew to coordinate the security team.
He could
That's
also
not fair.
be a suitable replacement for Lisa.
But as is, I think I'm fine with having Lisa go down to hire people and leaving Harry up to coordinate the security team in our absence.
Okay.
He seems like a good guy who'd be good at that.
At the very least, he's more intimidating.
Yeah. And do you want to bring a technician with on the drop pod assault team?
Yeah, that's probably smart. Do we have any that are willing? Didn't they specifically say they wouldn't be doing any fighting?
What's Lily Grace think?
Yeah, she's not going to be doing any fighting, but she's willing to go into a combat type situation.
Yeah, we can leave her
don't-
behind then.
Well, I mean, we don't need her to shoot at stuff, but if we need to, hack doors or whatever, probably a good idea to have somebody who can do that.
All right.
She should at least go down with the drop pod, and then if they don't need her, they can just leave her in the drop pod.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's reasonable.
Safe and
Alright.
snug.
Okay, so everyone on the map, except for Ashanti, Saul, and Lisa are going on the actual stuff. Well, are we bringing Armstrong with on the actual assault?
No, they are staying on the ship to do sensor stuff, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Because that's their job now. We've
right.
slotted them into that.
Sure. Armstrong, Ashanti, Lisa, and Saul are going to be staying on the are not going to be going on the drop pod assault, but everyone else here who isn't already on the stealth team is.
I assume I'm on the stealth team. Yes.
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 You weren't here, so
Okay.
we didn't put you on anything.
Okay.
Also, I don't have access to your token, so I can't put you on
Oh
anything.
right. Yeah. You would have had that. Oh wait. Oh well. Now there's two of me. Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be 3 of me. I'm also in the forward stealth team, I think.
Oh.
Am
yeah. I don't know.
I mean, because I have to get onto the roof somehow, so I assume that I need to go with the
No,
stealth
because
team.
that's just the normal pre actual mission stuff. I'm not including that as part of the stealth team because the stealth team is actually infiltrating the facility.
Okay, so I have a question. Am I making the stealth charges and giving them to somebody else to set up, or am I setting them up too?
What?
You're setting them up.
setting them up,
So then I have to actually be there to do that. So I
right?
guess
But
I'm
you're
part
not
of the
going
stealth team.
in the facility. You're going on the facility.
Hmm.
So I'm landing in the drop pod.
No, you are
Char-
landing. You are landing first, setting everything up first.
For simplicity, Charlie can actually help get you up there.
Okay, so my
I'm
question
not-
is,
It wasn't
how,
then.
I'm not
does
including.
getting on top of the facility not require some sort of stealth?
Yeah. But you're stealthy up
Not
there
if
with
we're
this.
fast enough.
Right. So the forward stealth is the team that's going into the building. I'm just going to be on the building.
Right.
I think you're talking
Okay.
about Charlie infiltrating you onto the building.
Okay. Look, as long as
something.
you guys know what's going on, that's fine.
Oh, I don't actually know what's going on. That's just the part that I picked up.
Do we want anyone else on the forward stealth team?
It's up to Charlie.
Just to confuse things further, I actually thought that the forward stealth box was everyone who was going in the Marauder initially, in preparation for things.
Oh,
No.
That's
Okay.
literally anybody that is, except for Bree, I guess. Everybody who's going down is going to be on that team.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So yeah, your idea was better.
Charlie, do you want anyone else to help you out on in the forward stealth team, just to like serve as a protection or like distraction or anything?
The more people we have, the more chances we have to fail stealth.
Right,
stealth.
but I think my logic there is like if you need to take out that security guard in the first position, if they're still there and haven't been moved away, you're probably going to want someone to stand in for them for a little bit. So if you did want someone to do that, you'd probably need to take another person.
Sure. I need
Also,
to
the more people, the
read
more
people's
difficult
names, see
distraction.
if I recognize any of them as having worked with Charlie before.
Were you looking for a guard for that?
Sure. I'm just looking for a familiar name, honestly.
I'll let you pick someone out.
I guess whoever works, I'm not picky
You can pick
about it.
someone new. Though I don't know if I should really anyone new. There's some that we haven't used very much for.
Yeah, this is an RP moment. Who is Charlie's best friend on the crew?
Well, clearly it's Armstrong.
Oh yeah, I mean, they already have a job, so you're gonna have to pick your second best friend.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's why it's so difficult. Also,
Uh-huh.
why are there 2 Charlies on the field?
There's multiples of everyone. It's just to indicate where people are doing.
Jai's gotten a little out of hand with the cloning technology.
I was gonna say, no, I'm not that fast.
Yeah, you're the Flash. You're just moving side to side really quickly.
Yeah, there's actually 3 Charlies on the field.
Did you just? Oh wait, yeah, you're still looking into people.
Yeah, Yeah, but moving around the map is a pain in the ass. If there's anybody that's kind of unassigned right now, Charlie will go with them.
So, Omikawa, Charlie knows, is one of the quieter and more low-key persons.
Perfect, hired.
Okay. And I will say for Elazad and Lisa, if they succeed the check, then they can make it back in time to be reassigned. If they fail, then they are trying to the end and will not be able to participate further.
Fine.
So Elazad, if they succeed, can take Omikawa's place on the assault drop that she just got moved from.
Okay.
All right. It looks like the things that you wanted to do have all been assigned to someone. Let's.
Is Switch? I will ask really quickly. Is Switch coming with Zoe?
Switch is not exactly the most stealthy of.
No, I mean on the assault team.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Look, I need somebody to carry my shit.
Now the real question though is, do we want Janitor, Jolter, and Joey to come with?
No, God, I never want to see them. Banished. They have to scrub the bilge with toothbrushes.
We're gonna start with the lowest key of the low key stuff, and that is Ashanti, with some help from a couple of the crew on the ship, trying to reproduce the Mercure garb and style, as well as possible identification or identifying pieces of articles of clothing, adornments.
Sure, accessories.
Accessories, that's the word I'm looking for. And that, remember, you can hold shift and double click a token and open up the character sheet. So, Nox, I won't make you do any of these. But otherwise, I'm going to kind of go round robinish. Let's start with Lulu. Go ahead and roll for Ashanti.
Okay, so I have a quick question. Is this
Mhm.
part of the plan?
Yeah.
You do not have a plan for the pre-prep because Nemesis is busy planning for the assault.
Okay. And then are they like
Oh, really?
helping each other?
This all this stuff isn't a plan?
I hadn't.
The prep. I think he's saying the prep is separate from the plan itself.
Yes.
Okay. What's
Um,
the actual plan then?
The
Basically,
assault?
everything once we actually go once all the prep is done, then it's all planned.
Okay.
Yeah, the assault is the plan. You could switch that up and say that Nemesis is planning all of this stuff on the fly. The reason that I had assumed otherwise is because she would literally be planning this with people almost as they're doing it. She'd be planning within the same kind of time space as the action.
Right.
Plus, this is like I don't know, like I guess planning the tailoring job would be kind of like.
I mean, I don't really
finding
care
the
about
patterns.
I do not care about the tailoring job in the slightest.
Yeah, this is a pure upside. If it works, great. If it doesn't, who cares?
It does not matter at all.
I was
I
more
care
worried
about all the other stuff.
Yeah, I was more worried about getting mercenaries because they're going to need all the help they can get to get a 12.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, would you rather have the plan for the assault or a plan for the pre?
No,
the
I'd
prep.
rather have it for the quote-unquote assault.
What skill checks would we need to make in the assault?
Shooty, runny.
Not a skill check.
The assault also
Well,
includes the
running.
stealth portions.
Right.
So any talking you do,
Hacked.
as well as the hacking.
Yeah.
So surely I wouldn't roll a series of low rolls while hacking, right?
Never. Couldn't possibly happen.
It's never happened before.
Now you will have the psych in for the hacking.
Oh yeah.
So take into
True,
consideration the drugs that Jai is able to provide.
Yeah, think about the drugs.
Think about the drugs.
Here we go again.
Boy, am
Think
I.
about the addiction, the years of therapy.
Actually, I do want to step back for a quick moment, and really quickly ask: is Jai using like lead or something to get those mercenaries to work with them? Something they could possibly do instead of connect?
Oh yeah, he
Oh, I
can
Because
thought
if
you were
so, we
gonna-
could put Jai on that instead.
I thought you were just gonna know
Oh.
them to death.
For the mercenaries, no, that is going to be connect. They don't need leadership so much, and they do need talking and convincing. But most importantly, you need to be able to know how to actually track them down, how to locate them, how to actually contact them. That one
In
is
that
a
case,
fairly hard to
yeah,
connect.
could I use the no thing for it?
Yeah, you could almost certainly use your no thing for that.
Right. Let's go ahead and switch Lisa and Jai's job then,
Okay.
because I think Lisa is probably perfectly capable of stirring up anti whatever the fuck we want sentiment. She is a journalist. They're great at that.
All right.
So I'm going to just do that. Switcheroo.
Dex.
Mhm.
I was trawling the Reddit because I needed to find the answer to a really dumb focus thing, and I found out that the 3d6 from heal stacks with specialist, so you can potentially get 5d6, drop the 3 lowest.
I think I have unspokenly nixed that.
No, I mean like I
First
think
of all, we don't
in
have-
general we
I'm
we
talking
play a
in the
different.
classic rule stuff.
We-
Yeah, we play different. We play with a different
Yeah.
specialist, so it doesn't matter.
Right, right, but yeah.
I was only mentioning it because it was a weird and I'll say dumb rules interaction.
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
interesting.
I'd be
On the other
curious.
hand, I feel like after like 1 or 2 extra d6s, it starts dropping off in value.
Oh, big
Well,
time.
the average from rolling 46 and 5d6 is like a 0.5 difference. It doesn't even reach the next whole number.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and roll Ashanti.
Okay, go ahead.
No modifiers applying to this, just to clarify.
Oh, before you roll, did you guys decide on whether Nemesis's plan is live as you do the prep, or is Nemesis planning for the infiltration / assault?
I guess
No.
they're planning for the infiltration.
Yeah.
So then, no modifiers.
I don't know why we answered that. Nemesis.
Or
what's your plan?
Nemesis, what are you doing? Are you playing for the actual like infiltration, or are you playing for this stuff?
Since I'm part of the infiltration, I'm planning for that.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
That means she gets the
Mhm.
10 thing to pass actual scrutiny.
Yeah.
Neat.
Dope.
Jesus Christ,
But-
Ashanti, why the fuck are you here?
We gave her a job. We were like, hey, can you make us some like Mercury uniforms? They don't have to look great, but you know, it'd be cool if they look alright. She just like breaks out like a full on like, oh yeah, you know, in my past life I was a costumer, so you know, whatever.
Oh yeah, I used to be one of the most fashionable costume designers on La Miera.
And you watch a teenage like head ghost for us. Like, what are we doing? We're wasting these people's talents.
So it turns out that in some interactions after you see the product that she's created,
Oh wait, it actually did have a +1 from the Mercury intel.
yes,
Yeah, so it's
that's
12.
right. So it's 12.
Damn.
Actually, I shouldn't say this at the end. The people, Ashanti has a few of the crew working with her because this is not a quick single person job. And And there is the same kind of amazement as she's working of, oh wow, how did you know how to do all this? She is just right there. She knows exactly what she's doing with tailoring. Turns out that she's lived a fair life. She has, in addition to having survived on some unnamed planet for 3 years on her own, she's also done stage prep, costumes, a little bit of drama here and there, a little bit of thespian.
You're writing this down, right?
I
So
feel
that
like you're
next
bearing
time-
the lead. Survived on a planet alone for 3 years.
Oh, yeah, that's-
Well,
that's
wait,
pretty
hold on. Did you say alone?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's bearing the lead. It's like, oh, survived alone on a planet for 3 years. Did some prop work. It's like, wait, hold on. Go back to that.
No, wait. Was she putting on plays for herself?
She declines to answer.
Oh, okay.
Made puppets. Wilson.
Amazing.
It's onto the PC more than we are.
Amazing.
All right, can I put a thing on this? Let's see.
Shanti, today you've earned your backstory.
I can put a little dot on it. There's a green for go.
There
Hooray!
we go. Nice. Awesome.
I'm mocking it, but that's actually kind of cool. It's helpful.
Yeah, no, it works.
All right, let's have Scotty and Macy go. So Arch, go ahead and
Roll Macy's help check because Dex has at least given us the option of that.
there's no help check on this. That's just
You
no.
you
This,
made it require 2 people.
I said that Scotty wanted more guards around, and I did say very early on that each of these checks is the culmination of all of the people working together, multiple people working together.
All right.
What am I supposed to click to get the thing to pop up?
Hold Shift and double click the token. You probably want to do
Oh,
that
there
on
we go.
Scotty. He has higher bonuses, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't double click. That's why I was.
Yeah,
What the hell?
it's kind of an esoteric little arcane thing.
How do I? They don't have a. Stat
They have
block,
They have a box that says skill in quick rolls.
In
Go
the
to
top right of the sheet.
Go to that. It does not matter what the skill name is. Have proficient be yes, and then modifier should be 0.
There it is.
Actually, for this, you do get a modifier, despite what I just said, because Newton is a resident of Astos. Well,
That's
prior residence.
that checks out. So
All right.
+1.
Yep.
Don't
I
put
just
the
write
plus.
1.
Yes.
Yeah, just 1, right? Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
It makes it barely.
it's there. Jesus. Oof. That's a rough one right there.
Ooh.
It makes it so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I'm gonna add one more
Accurate.
icon to this to indicate you got the bonus. All right. So let's. Charlie is kind of just using his parkour thing to get up on the roof, and he's also using his well, he has plenty of time. That's why I said that it wouldn't take a check for him. He will have enough time unlocking the security door at the top that there's no check that needs to be rolled. A skill check for that is you've got 1 minute to unlock this. Go. Here he's got hours if he needs them. So this is a success. At the same time, he can help Zoe get up to the roof so that she can begin planting those charges.
Do we want to find out if I made my EMP ray before I go up onto the roof, or is that part of this different thing?
That's a different
Does it
thing.
matter?
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should just.
Apparently, it's a different thing.
Okay, look, I
It's a
don't.
different thing.
Whatever. Should I roll or?
Yeah, this is for you rolling, for Zoe rolling. And do you want to use the Psych In? This is something that once she's up on the roof with Charlie's help, she can get it all done within about 10 minutes.
Yeah, how long does
Be
the
the
Psych In
bomb
last?
in your mind's eye.
How long does the Psych In last?
One scene.
Okay, then yeah, fuck it. I know the bomb. I see the bomb. I'm actually really
Be the
interested in this
bomb.
bomb.
So, how many do you want to place? You do have to decide that before rolling. And
Okay, so I need to figure out, do we want to
Uh,
land the assault ship on the roof, or do we want to bring it into the building? And also, does it come with a crane? Like, if we want to leave with big stuff, do we need to crane it up to the roof?
So what we'll need to do if we need to bring out big stuff is we'll need to take it. We'll probably need to take it out of shipping and receiving.
Yeah.
So that'll have to be hauled out on the ground.
Okay, so I should just basically anywhere. Let me look at this map again.
do you want me to move you to the map so you can see it on Roll20?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I actually wrote down our priority list for the bomb.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I can do Jai's priority list.
Oh, right, you
Um,
did. You even specified that at what breakpoints you wanted. Did I pin that?
Doesn't look like it.
No.
Oh wait, maybe.
Just posted and reposted in player point.
I see it, yeah. It's part of your draft too.
Oh my god. If you can decrypt it for me, I will use your list of priorities.
So what's Zoe's bonus?
With the second?
Yep.
Plus 4? 5?
For fix?
Yeah, because I'm plus 4 fix. It's an int, so it's gonna be plus 1 from that. Oh shit, plus 6. God damn.
Plus 7.
Plus 7. Yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
Does Seiken give you plus 2?
Yeah, I unfortunately agree.
Damn.
To that. Yep.
Damn. Yeah, I put all the bombs.
I've
Every
realized
bomb.
my mistake. It won't happen again.
Does this shit cost as much as the Raza to take? Like,
No.
It costs 150 credits
Jesus, why is everybody not constantly on Seiken?
because it's highly addictive.
What? You said it was not addictive.
It's psychologically addictive. That's not real addiction.
Fair enough.
Also,
Um,
actually, I'm not actually sure if it's addictive anymore. I might have removed that bit.
I mean, I don't think it prevents psychological addiction.
Yeah, there's no chemical dependency to it. But if a character says, "Man, that was awesome," then they're psychologically addicted.
I guess the trick to make it not psychologically addictive is to give it unpleasant after effects on purpose.
Yeah.
you make it taste like you ate onions 4 hours ago.
Mm. Do you want me to give it unpleasant side effects? Because I can make I can make the stuff that I designed specifically for Zoe do that.
No, I just think it's crazy that gives a plus 2.
It is crazy. You're right. What
Oh,
GM would ever agree to that?
Time to nerf it.
I mean, the normal psych up gives +1.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
could probably make a killing if you made it even more addictive.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's the next
But that
level
would
of
be-
adventure, I guess.
that would make you a bad guy.
No, there
It's
is
shy.
great wisdom in Crawford's suggestion that skill bonuses don't go above +1,
Yeah,
and that
but
they
it
don't
does
stack.
sort of limit. It does sort of limit you on. Well, I want to make better Seiken. Well, shit.
Yeah, it really does.
I feel like in that case though, what you do, you make it better by extending the duration or something.
Yeah.
It's possible.
So I don't need an ammo filter. I do need a toolkit. Do I need a toolkit? I have a
You'll
meta
probably
tool.
need a toolkit, yeah.
Okay. Bring my post-tech toolkit. No, I can't bring that. It's too fucking heavy.
Bring your pre-tech toolkit.
Yeah, don't you have a pre-tech?
Oh
You
yeah.
can borrow-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You can borrow
there's
mine,
literally
so-
no reason for you to keep the post-tech toolkit around.
Look, it has some of my favorite tools in it.
Keep it on the ship then.
Yeah, the giant wrench. Definitely part of the post-tech.
Oh, and I still haven't. Oh god, I keep meaning to mod the grav harness so I can actually.
What do
use
you
it.
mean your favorite tools are in your toolkit? Jai's not even around.
You're not one of my favorite tools.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just a tool.
Well, I mean,
I guess.
so you're working your way back up to normal human being.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna actually. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna go ahead and completely remove it from mine because I've got a pre-tech. kit as well.
But yeah, are you putting all those bombs down?
I'm sorry, you got all wibbly.
Are you
I think
putting
that
those
was-
bombs down?
Yes. Yeah. I was just working out what I had on my character because I constantly forget, and then GM says, "What do you have on your character?" And I'm like, "Why am I carrying all this shit?"
Yeah, don't worry about it for now.
Okay. So how many bombs would I gotta roll?
You're placing 5, so DC 12. Yeah, you make it.
Kablamo.
You didn't even add the juice bonus.
Yeah, because I clicked on the button before I realized, oh shit.
It's fine.
I bomb so good. You don't even know.
All right. So everything's placed there.
All right.
And then I get out of there.
Yep. After that, Zoe gets down from the building. In a time that it's taken her to place those, Charlie has also unlocked the security door. So it's unlocked, and the charges are placed for when you're ready to use them.
Hey, since I didn't actually have to use the focus from or the bonus from the Psykin, can I say that the whole time I was actually daydreaming about a sick ass EMP ray gun I was thinking about building?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this stuff makes you focus.
Yeah.
I
Oops,
said it makes you. I said it makes you focus. I didn't say it makes you focus on a specific thing.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's. I would say that to use the Psyche, it's focusing on the task that you're rolling a skill for.
All right.
Yeah, because
So-
otherwise, if you focus on the wrong thing, you wouldn't get anything done.
Right.
So maybe she just forgot to take it.
I guess.
Possible.
It's
Yeah,
possible.
I get down to the bottom and I'm like, hey, is this thing supposed to be full?
Oops, is this stuff even working?
You didn't
Oh.
take off the cap, Zoe.
Yeah, it's like a little auto ejector. Yeah.
All right, and from there, Zoe can make her way over to one of the key points in the city that she can disrupt, and will cut the power off to the building, as well as a few other buildings on the block. And we're going to go and see. Let's see how Bree does, or Armstrong does. Meowkin.
All right.
He's
What
got
am
the
I rolling
drugs,
for?
so give him another +2.
All right. What am I rolling for? Oh, wait, that's a skill, huh? Right.
Yep. You don't. NPCs make it real simple. You don't have to worry about which skill they're rolling. They're just rolling skill,
They're proficient. So with the +2.
Mm-hmm.
and don't add the plus. Okay,
Oh,
good.
I already. Well, I didn't add the plus.
Right.
I added a modifier, but without. Yeah, you got it.
He's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It worries me how good we're rolling.
Yeah, I know, right? It makes me
Well,
glad
now
that
hold
I'm
on.
saving-
I will point out that Scotty actually rolled really shittily.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're safe. We're perfectly safe then.
Okay, let's see how Lisa and Elazon do at rousing up anti-union protesters into not just making a little bit of trouble or pressure, but to actually being a threatening pressure on union facilities.
Okay.
Let me swing back around to Lulu for this.
Okay. I can do that. Lisa, they get a +1.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, yes, from the ad. Sorry,
Yeah.
I got myself confused. I was thinking, wait, they're not Mercure, but no.
Yeah, the ad.
Uh-huh.
Other reasons.
Other reasons. Holy crap, those dice flew across the screen.
They failed.
They failed. They were not able to, in this time of unusually high union worker activity, the anti-union sentiment is still strong, but the people that she would have been able to rouse they're not willing to take those risks. They've already seen people die around this, and they're afraid of Perimeter getting involved if anything does happen. Now, Perimeter wouldn't directly shoot at them unless they got in the way, or were in the way, or got shot by Union. You know, it's all kinds of messy and dangerous. So she's just not able to pull that off. Let's see how Jai does, however, with actual mercenary action.
Okay, yeah. Let's see the good stuff. The good stuff.
Oh, he knows.
Jai is talking to the universe for this.
Speak to me.
Oh, Jesus.
Speak to me, mercenaries.
Now,
You know all our secrets.
what I'll be doing with this focus in the future is saying that probably once per game day, you can roll a skill check with the same bonus as your no skill instead of as a no skill.
Oh, that's fine. It would be a 5. Well, it would drop down to a 15 then if I used charisma instead. If that's what you mean.
No, what I mean is it wouldn't get the third die.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the third die doesn't do anything on this one because it was also a 4.
Right.
So.
Right.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
We can do that in the future, and I'll make a note of that.
I don't want to nerf you guys in the middle of the game. If my rewrite of it is appealing to you, just like I've done with the planner for Meowkin, if my rewrite of it is appealing to you and you want to switch, then I'm all fine with that. But I created this balance mess, and so I'm gonna live with it.
Yeah.
And it's not disruptive to the game. It's been fun. You haven't abused it in a way that has been detrimental to other players having fun. So,
Do
and
you
if
want
you
me to
did,
start?
no, if only if you
Well,
want to have a quick sit-down chat with me in a few sessions about how you shouldn't be doing it.
No, I think the thing
want
there.
to sit down with the principal in the office.
I think the thing there, Dex, is like it's usable once per game session anyway. Most of the time, if I'm considering using it, I'm thinking really hard about whether I have something else going on later in the session anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up not using it.
Yeah, I want to make a couple changes to like how it functions also, so that it feels more, even more directed than I tried to. So yeah, I want to rewrite it a little bit, just to make it less synergistic with all the benefits that you can get for no.
Mhm.
That I created also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I write that synergy with that roll, getting the 3d6 on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's some juicy stuff.
It is.
Regardless.
Pretty good.
So that one succeeds. And
For now.
I mean, I should have done these all in different things because there's that green. What's the green mean? Let's do 3. There we go. Okay,
I like that we have green 3, green 5, green helix question mark, and then just green.
it's like a green lightning helix.
Better not be lightning. It's like
Sometimes, Lisa, sometimes the best option is direct action.
Isn't that the name of the mercenary company?
It
You know
is
what?
now.
Yes, I hired a socialist mercenary company. I hired
direct action?
Yeah, a syndicalist mercenary company called Direct Action, and
I feel like a lot of mercenary companies probably would be socialist, you know,
yeah,
owned by the employees. I
Yeah.
mean, they're risking their lives, right? I'd
Huh?
want a damn stake in the company if I'm risking my life for it.
I feel
Yeah.
like there's a point at which it becomes more corporatized. Like the smaller ones are socialist. The larger ones, once you get larger, start becoming more capital and
Yeah.
corporalist.
I
Yeah,
feel
really
like
right.
it depends. It depends on how you start. If you start out as a military unit that defects, you probably end up more socialist. But if you start as a
Mm.
like a if you start as a military company and then you just they don't need you anymore, and so you go into the work as a mercenary.
it depends.
It's
It
probably
also
more
depends on
capitalist.
how ideological you are.
Yeah, that probably makes
I mean, I
more
feel like a
sense.
lot of mercenary cars aren't especially ideological, but
They may
Some
start
of
that way,
them
but I
are.
still think that when they start getting larger, that all kind of washes
Yeah.
out.
yeah, no, I think you
Mm.
may be right.
All right, well
Obviously, there's
let's.
capitalist mercenary.
But yeah, I mean, yeah,
in
if you don't
reality.
wash out, you stop being a mercenary and just start being a paramilitary.
Yeah.
So next we've got Charlie trying to get those key cards. You guys are going for a guard who has. You're going for the best. You're going for a guard who is off shift and who, isn't going to be checking in anymore. They're on their way home, and this is taking the most time because
They're going to be very too embarrassed to report that they lost their card.
Well, I think the a part of the plan is that Charlie will also tie them up and stash them somewhere.
Right.
It's up to you there. If you just want to like steal their card and just be like, well, they're not going to go on shift while we're actually there and won't really notice.
And hope they don't call in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, I lost my card.
Yeah. So
I mean, or we could just drug them.
Up to you.
how does Charlie want to go about getting a red security card?
Would you know in advance who has a red security card? Is this a thing that's obvious?
It's not a thing that's obvious, but it is a thing that he can learn confidently after his hours of observation.
Okay.
Getting up on the roof and unlocking that door took him 10, 15 minutes. And he had to wait maybe... Actually, no, he arrived with Zoe so that, they could go and do that together. So he's got 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 even hours of watching to see who is who. And when somebody is leaving, he's also got a little bit of help from admin team, some other sources that give him a reliable sense of, hey, this person is a security guard in here. They're going to have the elevated access.
Do we need to tie them up somewhere? Like,
I think it's just
Yeah.
better. It's just more insurance that they won't like call in saying, "Hey, did I leave my card there?" Or something like that.
okay. That would also involve incapacitating them somehow, which would be the real problem.
I mean,
Since,
I think if you get a drop on someone, it's not too hard to incapacitate.
my assumption was you follow them whole, use your telekinetic wizardry to do whatever the fuck you want because you're a space wizard, and then
He's a space wizard with rules, though.
all right, so fine, you're a space
For sure.
space arcane trickster.
always the space arcane stricture, never the space eldritch knight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's your fault
yeah,
for
I
being
guess so.
stealth based.
Follow the guy home, knock him out, steal his stuff.
Okay.
I will clarify again. If Charlie wouldn't do that and would just steal it, you can.
Yeah. it is also reasonable to just bump into him and pickpocket it, and hope that he doesn't notice it when he's taking off his clothes, or that he doesn't call it in. Just figures, yeah, I'll figure it out later.
Would it be reasonable to, I guess, fashion a dummy card that doesn't do anything? Just kind of looks the same.
Sure. You guys have the benefit of all of your tricks. So you could have gotten a Nemesis drone to take some pictures of these cards from really far away, and get you guys exactly what you need. You've already got Ashanti over there making Mercure stuff that looks original, authentic, and perfect. So yeah, if you make your check, then this is all gonna be wrapped up in your sneak check. Then it does not cause any problems.
All right, then I think that's what we're gonna do.
All right, you want me to roll this for you?
I'm right at the page, so
Okay.
sneak. Do I have a modifier here, or am I good?
I don't believe there's no modifier. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
That is a success.
All right.
And
Sweet.
we'll-
Diggity damn.
Slip it out and then replace it with another one. It might not be, a duplicate, but it won't ping anything when he next goes to use it.
Which will be after our assault, anyways.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will. All right,
And
then
that'll be embarrassing for him. Hey, you
Well-
know that key card? I lost mine? Question mark?
No, my card's right here. Oh, it doesn't work. Weird. Did I just get?
My
Maybe
card
he'll-
fucking broke.
I mean, he may never
Yeah.
realize it because wasn't the plan they were just gonna be like taking the whole place away with them and blowing it up or something? Anyways, so it's like, it's not really any different. Just a matter he doesn't call in and say, "Hey, my card's missing."
Well, no, they'll probably have to fire him to keep up appearances that it wasn't them.
Uh,
Oh well,
so
his
hopefully-
loss.
Yeah,
Should've had
hopefully
better
he's
notice.
hopefully he's a bad dude.
yeah, hopefully everyone in the office hated him. Just so we can
Dex
feel better
is-
about
Dex
ourselves.
is writing down family man working on his kids' college fund. Uh-huh. Coach
Well,
at the
look at
little league, the local little league.
Look
See,
at
that
it
would have
this
been my
way.
problem with, following him home. Like, what if he's got like fucking family and kids there?
Right?
Well, then you have to then
He's gotta
there's
beat up
only
his
one.
wife and kids.
Yeah.
You just
Maybe see if the kids have any key cards too. Steal those.
You just tie
You know how it
tie
goes. As
him
soon
to
as
the
you
kid.
punch the baby, you fail the stealth.
All right, let's get that last creative moment from Zoe before we take a break and launch into the assault.
Creative is fix again.
Creative is fix. Your difficulty for what you're trying to do is going to be a 10, but the bigger difficulty is you telling me what Zoe's doing.
Okay, so you know how there's like transformers?
More than meets
Stuff?
the eye.
No, I mean like electronic transformers.
Yeah, they're giant robots. Of course, they're electronic.
Yes, we know.
Transformers are positronic. Like, pay attention, okay?
The old spark.
Anyway, I'm gonna overload all the transformers that lead into that area.
Okay. What is
I'm
she
gonna-
using
I'm
to
gonna
do
it
that?
by jamming open the switch breaker.
No. This is MacGyvering it, so she has to build something.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, what you
Um,
described would be perfectly fine for like a regular fix check.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the hairspray out of the locker of the guy who services this area, and I'm gonna set it up so that an axe falls and cuts off the top, and then the whole building fills with hairspray, and then when it reaches the fuse box, I'm gonna have 2 pieces of metal that are kind of close to each other, and the hairspray will create an arc between them, and that's what will overload the transformers and blow up this building.
Okay.
Second,
Roll.
If the second half of this session involves us swimming through hairspray, I quit.
All right, this is dumb, but here we go.
Oh.
Just barely.
Again, the +2 still applies.
Did Zoe forget it again?
Yes? Still didn't need it. Look, I was like, Doc, give me the good stuff, but I didn't realize I had to actually ingest it or whatever. I just thought I had to have it on me. The topical, right?
Not even a topical. You think it's like some sort of talisman.
Charm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
She's wearing them on 2 necklaces when she comes back.
Yeah.
wow,
I didn't need to use them.
great.
I felt really focused since I've had these, on me. Oh, jeez.
Speaking of Dex, before we go, how's Armstrong doing?
Oh, with their psych in.
Yes.
Well, see, when Armstrong sat down to do the job of mapping out the network for Nemesis to know where line shunts should be placed, and what terminals actually map and are accessible to what servers, they finished that in like 45 seconds.
Mhm.
Since then, they have been meticulously mapping out every little power line that they can find just based on the network map and turning those into tribal art.
I see.
That sounds dope, actually.
Like a digital tribal art. I love it.
Interesting.
I mean, it's pretty basic, but it sounds dope.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a 15-minute break. We'll come on back at 1:10. I will probably reset my roll 20 because it doesn't like everything I'm doing. It really doesn't like everything I'm doing.
Like anything that you're doing.
Yeah, it's all hitchy again, and the Ironclad transport map is really big. It is 80 squares wide.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that'll do it.
Yep. So I want to be.
So wait, before you reset, take a picture of this page, and then just open it as a picture. Right? Because you don't need to
Instead of
change
it.
anything anymore.
Yeah. Let's
I
go
mean,
ahead and do that.
Except for that one, right?
Not really. That was only there in case you guys were
Oh,
You're
gotcha.
gonna fly over.
to
with
fly the Marauder into the city.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's go ahead and get this. Suppose I could be doing this while we're on break.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take my break because I got some other things to sort out.
All right. And I'll go ahead and drop the be right back screen. Sounds like everybody's here, so let's go ahead and bring us back into frame.
It was a frame job.
Yes, it was.
I knew it all along.
That is why you were asked to come here and do all this. Okay. So, does anybody still need the screen that you're on?
No.
I don't think so.
All right. I'm going to move you over to the gigantic map.
Gigantic. Tradition.
Tradition.
Oh, you might not even be able to see it due to
Lighting.
yay.
That is correct.
I can see nothing. I can see nothing.
And
I can see
dynamic
black.
lighting is off.
I can see the silhouette of a horrible figure staring back at me. They seem to be wearing headphones. Oh wait, no, that's just my reflection.
That's
I see
annoying
the silhouette
because
of
yeah,
a man. Scaramouche. Can you do the fandango?
I toggled the fog of war and the dynamic lighting from off to on to off again, and that
Have you tried
fixed
there
it.
turning
you
it up
go.
and on again?
That's exactly what I did.
Now I
Okay.
can see everything.
Damn it,
now we
roll
see
20.
all.
Yep, you sure can. You guys had this map. Let me explain a couple things on this while I resize it for Jesus.
Size it for Jesus.
Resize it for Jesus.
Oh, Jesus is
Leave
watching.
room. You know what they say? Leave room for Jesus.
No, I'm resizing
You
it
say
for
that.
Jesus because Jesus is watching it, and I need it to be all visible on the screen.
Mm,
Sure.
I see.
Yeah, classic.
I'm just saying, leave room for Jesus, y'all.
I think there's plenty of room for Jesus on this map. So,
You would.
Well, there's room for Jesus inside all of us, so
Notario has returned to the Raza and is either in transit on the drop pod or preparing to begin that drop. The timing of Notario coming down is entirely up to you guys.
Okay, so I have a question.
Mhm.
Now that I actually understand the timeline, should I be piloting the drop pod? Or should I be... Because I'm not part of the sneaky sneak team, right?
correct.
Mm-hmm.
So should I be coming down on the drop pod?
Probably.
Probably. Unless you really want to be part of the sneaky sneak team, which is acceptable, you can go in with the sneaky sneak team. I'm fine with that.
I have okay sneak, but not good enough that I feel like I would be a good person to have on the sneaky sneak team.
Yeah.
I
I
have
was
a
just
+1
wondering if you
sneak.
wanted to like sneak around the facility and poke around in other offices while the others did stuff.
No, I think we'll let them do their thing. I'll be coming down on the... Notario can still fly. I'll just be in the drop pod.
In case you need to take over because they're doing a bad job.
Okay.
I guess I haven't used my reroll yet, so I guess I am technically still better than her at flying right now.
Yeah. So
You have like a +2, right?
No, I have a +1.
Oh, okay.
Plus dexterity, which is +2, but...
Ah.
yeah,
What
so
the hell you do?
you both have the same roll bonus. Plus, you've got your reroll if you need it.
Okay, so then I'll fly. Sorry,
Okay.
Notario.
Notario is there for backup flight if needed on the way back.
In case you get shot, basically.
Moral support.
Oh, yeah, moral support.
I mean, we could just leave her on the ship and actually have Notario fly the Raza.
I don't know. We haven't really trained Notario on the Raza.
Okay, well, whatever.
Where do you guys want Notario?
We could be on the drop pod.
Yeah, might as well do the drop pod. Not change things up too much.
All right. Some things that you see in your observation before your infiltration team actually comes to the building to actually infiltrate are, first off, 3 guards come out of the shipping and receiving gates over here, and are picked up by a ATV, Union ATV, and are taken off to reinforce the facility that you guys sent the mercenaries against.
Hang on, can you ping them again? Which one's the loading gate?
Oh,
Oh,
the
down
loading
there.
gate is here.
It's-
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
All of this is parking lot.
Right. Okay.
Except for this, which is a security tower.
Right.
Alright.
I'm gonna see if I can find where I planted those bombs so I can mark them on the map.
Okay.
I noted it in the. It should just be the list of things.
Yeah.
Keep in mind there are 2 SO3s. The bomb is planted over the north one.
Okie dokie.
There's 2 SO4s,
Or yeah, SO4s. I'm sorry.
and 2 SO2s. I thought I was making things easier when I gave some rooms the same number, and I realized why that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So those 3 have left the facility and are no longer risks to you, as they're reinforcing other Union facilities.
Yeah, the other SO4 is the one you have a bomb over.
I'm just going down the list. Wait, it doesn't say anything about SO4. It says SO5, 1, and then SO3, 1, then SO2, 2, and A9, 1.
Am I confused? Hold on.
Possibly.
Fuck. I did not know there was another SO. I did not notice the other SO2. That is bad. Fuck. Here, do you mind if I adjust this a little bit, Dex?
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, where the hell's RO9? Oh, it's over here.
This is my bad.
That's
good.
okay. We didn't contribute, so it's part.
Yeah,
of our fault.
yeah, we're not going to complain now.
Yeah,
Oops.
yeah, that would be awkward.
So there's 2 SO2s. Should I just put 1 in each SO2?
Yeah,
Where's the other SO2?
over in the by RO1 and RO8, between those 2.
Yeah, but where are those?
Over here.
Oh, over here.
Oh, that makes sense. Forgot the map was that big.
Yeah, and remember, these are security bunkers that have windows out into the warehouse
Mhm.
and the lab. And further explanation, all those triangles you see, triangles with a dot are where line shunts for that system need to be placed. Triangles without a dot are terminals that access that particular set of systems. So you can see that the red is all security. The primary access point, the only access point, is here, but there are 2 line shunts that need to be placed in order to access it, here and here. The server is clearly much easier to access, but still does need 2 or 1?
2.
2,
Two
yes.
red line shots.
I mean,
One all the way out
1.
Nope. The server is
That's
the blue
the one.
and needs a line shunt within this lab and within this office over here.
Yeah, okay.
So the different systems that you might want to hack, well, that you will want to hack, are color-coded for your convenience.
Right, but once we place the line shunts, we can go any of these blue triangles to do the hack.
Right. Any blue triangle
Okay.
or any triangle that doesn't have a dot.
Oh, okay.
Those are just shunt locations. Those are not accessible terminals.
Right.
So like this is likely just a spot on the wall. There's no computer there. There's no terminal there. It's just where certain due to the way they networked it, certain security redundancies have been routed,
Gotcha.
and the shunt will let you bypass those. You've seen those guards all leave together, and your infiltration team is ready. I suppose I should have put a door over here, but I feel it was kind of obvious. There's a door there. Oh, I never said that there were security guards inside the literal main entrance. Or actually, I did. I just forgot about it completely. Secured by 2 guards. Okay, cool. Let me undelete 2 of those people.
Ah, they're just taking a smoke break together.
Alright.
No, I actually am going to because there are actually more guards than I had counted when I was deciding how many would get sent off for reinforcements. I'll leave that alone. So you got a benefit of 4 guards. 5 guards, actually. Yeah,
Woo!
5 guards leaving because of the mercenary action you've instigated.
Dope. Mercenary direct action.
Direct
that's
action, yes.
Yeah.
Get it right, GM.
Yeah. God.
I know,
That
right?
just looks bad.
That guy, man.
Ugh.
The worst.
Alright. However you're approaching this is up to you.
Oh boy.
And knowing that it will take 5 minutes on a successful difficulty 10 pilot check, or 10 minutes without a pilot check for the drop pod to reach the roof, when do you want them to start off?
Yeah, I think again that's up to the team.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this is a lot of pressure. What do you think, Charlie? I don't know how do we actually get in quietly?
We're
There's
going
not-
through the roof.
That was what? This is roof access over here in S04?
Yes. The
Well,
south
that or blowing
S04.
That or we blow a hole, but blowing a hole means we're going loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. so
Yeah,
I'd like
demo
to
charges
avoid
will
that if
always be
possible.
loud.
Well, the roof door is unlocked, so it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
You don't need to blow a hole to go down. So we'll pop in from the roof.
Now you can go in the front entrance if you really want to, but
They're definitely going to get loud immediately there too, because he's like, "Hey, who are you?"
We're the Mercure Core cleaners that you hired.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're dressed like Mercury.
yeah, because we wouldn't do that in house.
Nope.
Then this secure facility, yes, we're just gonna hire Mercury Court to come in.
Look, I didn't say it was a good idea.
Now, it's not a terrible idea, says the GM, totally not trolling.
Oh, see, he's being honest. Definitely not trolling.
There are
said it.
still regular union workers, not security, just workers, that are scurrying about. The facility is still busy. That could be an advantage or a disadvantage.
Why are we doing this while they're open?
Well,
'Cause
because
we only-
they're
we only have a-
leaving.
Yeah.
We only have a certain amount of time.
We don't
so-
have a choice because when they're closed,
Ah.
everything's gonna be blown up, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason that they're scurrying, that there's so much activity right now, is that they are packing things up to make a hasty exit.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we should just fucking drop in the top and fucking make our way down.
Making our way downtown,
All right.
walking fast.
But the question was when, right? Fucking.
Yeah, how
when would
much?
be?
So he said it would take 5 minutes if we did a pilot skill check, or 10 minutes if we didn't, for us to arrive.
Yeah.
So how long will it take for the mercenaries for direct action to stop being an issue.
Uh, that is okay. Let me back up a little bit. The direct action has already given you the benefit of removing 5 guards from the facility.
Okay.
When presumably
Yeah.
that's going to be, I mean, they're going to be gone for at least an hour, presumably dealing with the threat. Right?
I mean, I assume direct action isn't still doing whatever they're doing, right?
They're
They
still
did their thing and then they left.
Yeah, no, they're still trying to give you a little bit more cover. They're still kindling some things here and there, poking the beast from a distance, so that the Union keeps their security alert at other facilities farther from you, away from you. Yes, away from you.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So
Out of sight, we'll drop in.
all right, I'm gonna put Charlie right over here, and
So, what was the answer on the timeline? Sorry, I
Oh
spaced
yeah,
out.
that's so. I may have added unnecessary confusion. If you guys have the drop pod coming down already, then whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes doesn't really matter. You could easily have coordinated that. The only time 5 or 10 minutes matters is if you decide that the drop pod should not start on its way until you call for it during this assault.
Yeah, I feel like if we wait to leave until something goes wrong, we're gonna arrive 5 minutes after you're all dead. Well, we're gonna arrive 4 minutes and 30 seconds after you're all dead.
Just because, yeah, because it is important to remember that Stars Without Number does not use cinematic combat. It does the weird D&D thing where everything's 6 seconds for some reason.
Yeah, so combat
Um,
takes place within like a minute.
Yeah.
Any combat every minute, it's weird.
Yeah, combats last about 20 seconds, frankly.
Yeah.
How long does it take to slap a shunt on?
An action.
Basically an action.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. We should be 5 minutes out or less.
Okay.
So yeah, here's what I'm suggesting. They infiltrate the facility, and as soon as they infiltrate the facility, we start coming down.
So you want to give them basically 5 minutes within the facility.
Yeah.
To get moving, because like the actual job we were hired to do is destroy the fucking thing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna have some explosions going on at some point.
Yeah, but I thought we needed time to download the stuff if we wanted to sell it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we do.
Yeah, how long? Yeah, how long would that sort of thing take?
If you're
Uh,
downloading it, an hour. If you're
but
Just
Bashing
stealing
crap.
the hard drives. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're just stealing the hard drives, let's see, where did I put that?
What room is this server room?
over here, FO3.
No,
Why
the
didn't I
server
put a
room is
bomb
000.
on top of it?
Or wait, yeah, sorry,
Close to
Yeah,
Why
that.
so-
don't I? Why didn't I put a bomb right on top of that room?
because that would destroy the server that we need to rob.
Yeah, but after we rob it, we're supposed to blow it up.
Did you? Yeah. Did you not bring an extra demo
Well, you don't-
charge?
I'm
I mean,
not
you don't
there.
You guys have enough demo charges. I'm not going to worry
Okay.
about your
Oh,
inventory
okay.
on that.
I'm at low if I has it.
Yeah. And there is an additional reason not to just put the demo charge on the roof for the server, and that's that Mr. Jack wants the server slagged so that it's clearly and obviously and visibly beyond recovery.
Right. Okay.
While a demo charge on the roof would probably do the job, it's not. A layman might look at that and say, well, we might be able to recover the data. And she
Right.
doesn't want that.
Right. Okay.
So we
I
want
guess
to
we're-
try this blowing out of the server room, not into it.
Yes.
Anyway, we're giving you a few minutes to get everything set up and start looking for things and try to move securely. See if you can identify anything else in either the labs or the whatever space these are that
So-
might be worth taking.
Are we doing the hack to locate which hard drives the info is on? Is that why
Yes.
we're hacking? Because if we're just gonna steal hard drives, I mean, we don't really need to hack. We just start pulling blades off the.
Well, I can hack security systems too. Well, except we'd have to.
There are a lot of hard drives, and
Yeah.
we already had this
Okay.
discussion.
Sorry, yeah.
If
I
trying
feel like
to trying to take all of them would require a lot.
Yes.
My infiltrator.
Okay,
There are
so
multiple
we're hacking
tons
to
of
locate
servers in there.
Which one? Yeah, so we're hacking to locate which one we want to steal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
And again, also searching around to see if there's anything else we want to steal in there.
So I'm gonna do a real quick reply because that's a convenient and useful feature to take you straight up to
Oh
the,
yeah.
the post.
Cool.
Actually, I may as well just leave myself there because I'll need that too. All right. So Charlie can open up the security gate the security door that he unlocked previously without making any sound. Easily enough. He can even have Nemesis and Omikua block what little ambient light there is, or block some of it, so that the guard down there has literally no sensory ability to perceive that this door has been opened and there may be somebody coming down the ladder. When Charlie does this and looks inside, he does see one guard down there. He does have the standard, well, the Union equipment you were expecting here, of a combat field uniform, a mag rifle slung across his back, and the Union equivalent of a TL-4 submachine gun on his
Do we
side.
have a minute?
You what?
Do we have a minute?
Mhm.
Literally a minute, 60 seconds in game.
The
Yeah, you've got
execution
5
attack
minutes.
or whatever.
Excellent. Gonna set up a coup de grace attack then.
Okay.
Execution.
Just fucking, stalk up to him and then I guess choke him out.
Okay.
Wait, do you do it Spider-Man style, like hanging from your knees from the ceiling, and like choke him out upside down?
We'll just we'll pull him up like a what's it called? The Half-Life things that just fucking grab you and then drag you
Barnacle.
up to the ceiling.
Yeah, yeah.
Barney.
Most terrifying way to go.
Mhm.
I feel like that would allow him to make more noise than you want, though.
Alright, you're just hanging over, you loop a rope around his neck and yank him up. Oh,
Yeah,
gosh,
but there's
that's
clanging
morbid.
against the ladder and gurgling.
True.
The gurgling probably isn't an issue.
It's the gurgling. It's always the gurgling that gets
It's
you.
always been about the gurgles.
But, Nox, why don't we have you roll, or someone can roll for you if the sheet is difficult.
Let me go find it. What do I have to roll for this?
Well, let's first off, how are you doing it? Is this a physical execution? Melee execution attack or ranged?
Use a telekinetic Garrett.
Yeah, if I can use a telekinetic Garrett, let's go with that.
Okay. So the only check you need to make is a difficulty 6 sneak check, because you've already it's only a 6 because you've already done all the loud stuff or the potentially loud stuff, and you're covering yourself with that door. You just need to get down
Does
that
this have
ladder.
degrees of success?
I'm sorry?
Does this have degrees of success? I can't fail if it's just a 6.
Okay. If you can't fail if it's just a 6, then I'm just going to go straight to the execution attack section. because I don't remember exactly the details of it.
Uh,
I know that it's a saving throw for him with a penalty
Yep,
equal
it's
to
a-
the combat skill. What combat skill are you using?
telekinesis.
Okay. And what level is that?
3.
Okay. Save.
Figure we make it Garrett.
So he gets a 1.
Okay.
Are you trying to
Good.
kill him or knock him out?
Incapacitate him. Yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna kill him. Not trying to kill him.
All right.
Not yet.
I mean, if you don't have to kill anybody, just right.
Right. Sure.
Let him wake
But
up with a killer headache.
Shove him
But
in a
also-
locker.
But also getting knocked out like that, or being unconscious, super bad for you.
Oh yeah, if he's unconscious more than 30 seconds, that's probably severe trauma.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it is.
Yeah, I mean,
We've got TL4 medicine here,
we gave him the best chance we could.
and he's alive. You know, it's not TL5 resurrection medicine that he needs. It's just TL4 trauma relief medicine he needs.
Dude just needs salts.
Get him some Tylenol.
TL4 Tylenol.
Yes, acetaminophen or whatever the non-generic or the generic term for it is.
But TL4. Just calling it by its actual name does not make it,
Yeah,
higher
it does. Calling it by its science name, way higher tech.
What about if we make this more progressive and call it acetaminophen?
Acetaminophen.
I think you can tell it's high tech because none of us can pronounce it.
So Charlie
I mean, I
has successfully knocked him out. He's out. I don't really want to get into the realism of him suffering incredible brain damage. And I also want to give you the benefit of having. I don't want to penalize you for non-lethal actions.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
out unless somebody can come over here and get him get an actual med kit to him. Someone coming over and trying to wake him up will not do it.
Jam some stems into him.
Yeah, exactly. Or just a med kit. But he's considered at 0 hit points, even if he were to be revived. Just not frail and mortally wounded from it.
So, are we going to try to get into? We're not trying to get into to security systems, are we? Or do we want to? I mean, I guess it would be better to be able to lock those down, right? But it's also extra work to lock them down, right?
Yes, to all those questions.
What are the odds that security systems have a backup generator?
Well, that's what hacking. I'm not talking about blowing them up. I'm talking about hacking them.
Nope, you actually know that they have a backup generator.
Oh, dang.
The lights are currently on.
I mean, the backup generator won't work if I take control of the system.
Oh, that actually should have been a question also. Were you taking the power out as a precursor to the infiltration, or was that a backup plan in case things go loud?
I guess at this point it's a back out plan in case things go loud.
Yeah.
Or to be
Yeah.
done on command.
You don't need the power out to infiltrate.
Yeah. Okay.
I assumed that it was a pre thing, but
But
Yeah,
also, doing it pre does kind of make it start into a loud situation, most likely, because it alerts them
sure.
to something.
It's
targeting
fine. We'll do it if things get loud.
I imagine power systems are, reliable enough that it would be alarming to lose power.
Whenever we select the data room, we'll turn out the power on our way out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The consideration you
Hurt them
have
chase us.
that may have you cut the power before things go loud is cameras. Right now, you're not under camera scrutiny, but you will be within this hallway. And
of course, we can't get to the security thing to put the line shot for security system, right?
not
until
without
we-
the power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, the cameras are designed to protect the factory, the labs, and the warehouse, and the security corridor. So you can move around within these hallways easy enough. You can move around within most of these rooms easy enough. There's not cameras inside every single room. Just like I said, the big rooms, warehouse, factory, and warehouse, and the security room, order.
Well,
Well, if we're just going for the server, I think we can kind of get past most of the security, right? Coming in this way.
yeah,
Only
also
problem-
counterpoint, aren't we dressed up as
Oh wait, Mercury Core.
enemy faction people so that we can blame it on them?
Yeah. So I guess we're not looking at hacking the actual server or anything because we're just gonna. Oh, but we need to hack to get to figure out where it's physical where the data we want is located. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And giving you also benefit of competency for the Mercure disguises, they don't need to be necessarily overt and recognizable from 10 meters away. They just need to be recognizable on later scrutiny. So you can choose what level of recognition you want those to be.
So we could probably afford to get seen by cameras a couple times. Right. That's basically what you're saying. Because
You could afford to be seen by people who are not as alert a couple of times. The cameras, as long as there's an alert security guard monitoring them, will be able to pick you out as, hey, those aren't workers and those aren't security. Yeah.
I think these are windows.
Wait,
into these large
Hold on,
areas.
do they have particular uniforms for the workers themselves?
They do. They're almost all dressed in grays.
God,
Yeah.
honestly, that just feels really weird for a lab environment, but
Oh, sorry, the lab workers are not. The workers are gray. Security, I can't remember what colors I gave Union, but they're Union security colors. It's actually very easy to tell who is what, because the
Okay.
lab workers are in the proper white lab coats.
Well, I guess really the main question is how do we get to this terminal over here, or to this line shot over on the far right, over in A3. I think we may just need to go ahead and so are we knocking out the power completely to where like all the systems will be shut down? Is that the plan?
Yes.
Okay, so I wouldn't really be able to hack post power outage.
well, not while the power is out. Once it comes back on, you can.
How long are we expecting power to be out?
A few rounds.
Oh, so it's a short term. But yeah, still alert them, right? Hold on. What's the power outage thing here?
Because you're taking out an entire block and not just this one building, yeah, it'll alert them as much as the power going out anywhere will alert them, but it won't automatically give them the idea, hey, we're under attack.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of feeling like it's better to move with the power out. If we're gonna try to get the line shut over here. And there's so we have such a small team. I guess probably even not being combat specialist, I mean we are still fairly high level, so we could probably eat. So I mean we're probably like me and you are probably more than a match for an individual security guard. Do we know how many were left in the building?
No.
Okay. I guess at least one, probably at least two people each in these.
No, the the readout that you got from Mr. Jack did give you security guard number of locations. There were 4 in each bunker. Those are the long things.
Yeah, that's 0-2s.
Yep. 2 in SO3, so we're up to 10. 1 in each of SO4, so 12. 2 posted on parking lot. I'm missing 2. There were 16. I'll just tell you, there were 16 plus the 2 that were in that room over there, so 20, and you've removed 5.
So there's still 15. Yeah. So we
Removed 6, wouldn't it be at this point?
So
Oh yeah, because you
Yeah.
knocked one out. You removed 6.
all right. So that's still 14. So that's more than we can handle going loud with our small team. Kind of, gosh, if we had a larger team, I'm just not really sure how. I mean, I guess like I said, I think we can easily get this one. For security, but we're not looking to infiltrate the security itself. I mean, I guess we could blow up. I guess we could. I don't know. Detonate over the security station.
Your options here are this: you have a security card on Charlie. You have a unconscious security guard at your feet, so you can steal their stuff if you really want to.
Oh yeah, Pose is the security guard.
If you want to, it would at least defer like on camera scrutiny, probably. Especially if there are 20 people here. It is plausible that they'd miss that you're not one of the people who are supposed to be there.
Are these partitions? Is this actually open or is this windows or something?
No,
The
that's
whole
it's a rolling door, one of those big wide rolling doors, and it is open.
Okay.
As is this one over here.
The R's were warehouse or
Yeah, shipping and receiving basically.
okay. So we could get someone guard to oh, so this section here. How do you get from
Triangles are
here?
line shunts, right?
Triangles with dots are line shunts.
Okay, so the red thing over here is a line shunt.
I'm zoomed in real far. Can you click again?
Right by us. I can't click on the map.
Oh yes,
oh,
yes
yeah,
it is.
Yes, that one. Yes, that one's line. So the red indicates for the security system if we want to hack that. That's where we need the line shunts. The blue ones indicate the.
There's another thing I should indicate. There are 2 places to hack the security systems here, right? Here.
There's only one place to actually hack it.
Yeah.
Those are both where you need the line
Okay.
shunts.
Oh, you actually have to be in that room to hack
The only
it?
way, the only way I can actually hack the security system is over here.
Yes.
Is in SDR3.
Uh,
The server itself, I can hack from basically any of these terminals over here, in any of the E's or in the labs.
And I want to add
there's a line shunt
one.
here with telekinesis.
I'm trying to figure out. So the A03. I'm
Hang
just
on.
trying to figure out. So the
We
only
got-
way there.
Couple different things. Nox, can you repeat that?
Can a line shunt be placed from here on that thing? It looks like it's in visual range with telekinesis.
It could, with a sneak check to try and avoid any undue attention from the camera. The camera will see the door open, but you can, of course, just try and play that off through masterful sneaking.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I wanted to add before you go on, Nemesis, Meowkin, is I've placed the location of shunts in a square next to a wall, but technically it's on that wall. The square that the marked square is the easiest to place it. That's just you place it there and it's good. If you want to be on the other side of one of those walls, you will need a little bit more technical know-how or some active explanation from someone, and it will be a skill check, but you can do that also.
Okay, but if like say I place this one myself, I could probably do that. I'd do that without a skill check, right? On this on the left wall.
It would be a difficulty 6 for you, so I think you can do it without a roll.
Okay.
All right, because I am going to say that I see a really easy way to get to AO3, and LO1 might be a little trickier, but AO3 is pretty easy.
What about placing the AO3 on the roof? That's probably a no-go, right?
Yeah, roof's a no-go.
But yeah, what is the big hesitation about dressing up in a guard uniform and going in SO1?
I have no problem with the guard uniform thing. I'm just trying to think. Like, first of all, if I just need to go over to this wall, I could probably figure something out. As dressing as a security guard or something like that. Getting to this terminal over here, I guess you could technically do from S02, but that's got the guards right there. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Jai?
I mean, I don't really see the issue of like going in SO1, just walking down the hallway, opening this door, and then knocking on AO3 and just.
The problem with S0. Oh, there's a door right behind us. Ah, I didn't see it through Charlie.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
There you
Yeah, I didn't know what were you thinking?
I thought through there was to go through this S02 over here.
No.
Gosh, that's a lot easier then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to do it, Charlie, or do you want me to? I think you could place both the line shunts without any issues. Speaking of, I technically have enough line shunts on me. I probably do. I think I usually have like 6. Yeah, I've got 7 on me.
I'm muted. That's why.
Yeah.
I said sure. Do I need to make any kind of like checks or
go.
just a doable?
If you're on the same side, if you're in the square with a triangle and dot, then there's no check. You basically just follow Nemesis's instructions of placing it. She can say just before the third power outlet or something like that. She can give enough visual description that you can get there.
I think the locations were relayed beforehand, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Before you were infiltrate.
You guys all have
we're
a
not
map.
trying to relay them on the fly.
In fact, you guys all have this map.
Yeah, with the markings where the line shunts need to go.
Mm-hmm.
I probably got little notes detailing exactly where, but just in the general area is probably fine. I may as well it costs us nothing to put. It costs us effectively nothing to put a line shunt there. Let's go ahead and try to get the A03 first while being quiet, rather than trying for this one.
Which is A03, this giant hallway above us?
A03, you'll have to go through that giant hallway. So you'll be passing one of the security ones. Is there a window here going into the security hallway?
There is not.
Okay. That makes that a lot easier. You don't have extra eyes from there.
Yeah, so then I guess I'll zoom up as quickly as possible.
Yep. And then A03 is at the end of the hallway, basically the first door.
I guess my question there is, are you putting on the security uniform, or are you making Umikloa do that?
Do we only have a single security uniform?
Did you steal another security uniform?
Yeah, we've only got the one from the guy that we knocked out.
You've also got. Oh, that's right.
I don't think we stole any.
Wait, the guy that you got the card from, did you knocked him out, right?
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, you did.
Yeah, you followed him home and knocked him out, I thought.
No. I swapped out the thing.
Okay, yes, you have one security uniform.
Okay, so yeah, I'll don it for now.
Okay.
I'll fiddle around with my combat drone just in case.
And when you say as quickly as possible, you don't mean that Charlie's gonna run, do you?
If he sees a camera, he's gonna walk. Otherwise, he'll just fucking make it down.
Yeah, I think there's a camera. There's definitely cameras in that hallway.
Yes, there are.
Then he'll walk up.
Okay.
Inconspicuous.
You snap the card
Power
against
walk.
the door, and it beeps and opens. Really makes its way out.
I've given you 4 line shunts just in case.
I
still got 3.
I would ask you to make a sneak check, but again, it is actually this would be a sneak with charisma, so I think
I can in fact fail a sneak charisma.
Okay.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I think it's like
Yeah,
a
if I roll-
3% chance.
I
Yeah.
roll snake eyes.
So do you want to roll that, or I've got the sheet open? I can roll it for you.
Can I roll the thing and then we can just say that I have -1 on it? Because I cannot change it
Oh yeah,
to
that's fine.
charisma from where I am. So I guess subtract 1 from whatever number comes up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I definitely made it.
Charlie puts on the necessary performance of a guard just walking down the hall. Were you placing a shunt at this as you pass, or were you just leaving it alone?
Yeah, he's placing a shunt there.
Okay. We'll carry forward his early sneak decks.
Be suspicious.
Makes it easily over here. Snaps the badge again, and passes through. He sees this security guard glance over through this windowed wall, but he is inattentive. He actually had a. Wait, did he have a +2 in that? Yeah, that actually should have been -1. He had a +1 and a -2.
Alright, so a 9.
Mhm.
He may be somewhat attentive. He's not attentive enough.
He's very perceptive. He's just not attentive. If he'd paid any attention at all, he might have actually. No, he still didn't have a chance.
And this is what you get when you have people work overtime shifts.
Yeah. And so Charlie is he sees this guy just kind of wave at him through the glass as he's turning his head away and focusing his attention back on screens in front of him and out this windowed area. Is Charlie doing anything special as he walks towards this office here?
He'll
Keep along.
Yeah, nothing special. When the dude greets him, he'll give him fucking one of those nods back.
Okay.
You know the kind.
The nod.
The nod.
Yeah. The fucking I'm here, that kind of nod.
Looking through the window into the office, Charlie sees that there is a man behind the manager's desk there, furiously typing away.
Okay. Not gonna spend another minute in fucking anything here. Can a lunch hunt be placed quietly here at this juncture?
You'll still need to be inside the office, or at least have the door opened if you're trying to telekinesis it through.
Maybe as the HR guy, and you can fake like, "Hey, I'm here to talk about my paycheck."
I don't know what this guy does.
Yeah, no, we don't either. But maybe he has an open office policy.
It is the manager of the facility. That is what the map said.
Okay.
Does he have an open door policy?
The door is currently closed, so interpret that
probably
however you
not.
will.
You could knock.
Oh boy. Fucking.
You could knock and say there's some sort of blip on security things. Need to check it out.
So I guess it is worth asking here. How would Charlie approach this? And
Ideally, he wouldn't.
yeah. All right.
But this is not an ideal situation. I guess he'll fucking open the. Wait, how can Charlie see inside? Is the doors made of glass?
No, there's windows that I haven't marked.
Okay.
Yeah, offices have windows.
In that case, I should ask: would you just be able to see through where Charlie's standing, or could like the other guards like down here see through?
You know what? I had actually intended for this entire section of offices to be those neat, like completely glass-walled offices, but
Oh
I feel
god,
like
those things are fucking horrible.
I also feel like it would be kind of a jerk move to spring that on you now. So they are just normal walls, with windows facing out into this waiting area.
I am serious. I hate those open viewing offices so
I
freaking much.
I know it's terrible for the people working there, but it's wonderful for people coming in.
Yeah, fuck them though.
I guess he'll fucking what is it? Card the door open, and then he'll tell. You said it's the manager over there, right?
Mhm.
He'll tell him that fucking there's a disturbance out front. Some of the security guys are taking care of it. Just kind of fucking touching base.
All right.
And while he's doing that, he'll fucking sneak the line shunt into place.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get 2 checks from Charlie. A talk charisma check,
Okay.
and
I'm
a
gonna fail.
telekinesis, with either wisdom. I guess you'll do it with wisdom because that's your higher stat. Telekinesis, wisdom check. Each of them with a -1 penalty.
Can I roll them in that order?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I was rolling in the opposite order. Fucking. There's the putting things in
Okay.
a place roll. Awesome. Open up my character sheet again, and then set talk charisma.
Yes.
All right. Ready to go loud?
Those both succeed.
Hey. Nice.
The manager barely looks up, recognizes that you're in a security uniform, and snipes. I'm very busy right now. Just do whatever you need to do. Goes back to work.
And then he'll walk out.
See, Charlie's good.
Charlie's the best.
Look, he's not the most charismatic soldier, but
Yeah.
And
Good
keep in mind,
enough.
guys, you do still have the plan for this, so you have the aid check and a possible reroll if needed.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep,
where's
I just love it that Charlie's just like, yeah. I mean, there's some
I,
stuff happening
with a
outside.
gun around the corner.
Yeah.
nice talk, boss.
It's fine. Worst comes to worst, you could have taken him hostage or something, or just blown him up.
Or just smacked
takes
him
2
upside the
rounds.
head. Like, what's he gonna do?
I don't know.
Manager
Scream
types.
loud enough.
Yeah.
all right?
Theoretically, could I trap somebody? Fucking
You could trap
barricade
him in
the
a-
wall, and then I do the. No, it's possible. The dude's in a closed room. I could barricade the wall with a psychic, whatever, and then I could just fucking set the whole room to blow up.
Yeah.
oh god.
Unless
Fun
he's
leaving.
unless he's capable of both taking down the door and doing 20 damage to the construct. Yeah, he's good as dead.
Man, never get into a fight with Charlie in space.
God, can you imagine though? It's like just throw down a demo charge and then trap him in the room. It's like, sorry, buddy.
He doesn't have to have the demo charge on him. He's got telekinetic RAM.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
can he?
Oh, so not only can he just do that, you know it's coming.
Oh God,
Ah man.
he's brutal.
A whole round of existential dread.
How you get 6 seconds of your life flashing before your eyes.
And then you are pulped.
Well,
Well-
unless you make the saving throw, right?
Now, even then, you're still taking a lot of half damage.
Oh,
I don't think there is a saving throw.
Oh,
The
there
saving
is.
throw is you have 2 turns to get out of there.
Yeah.
oh, jeez.
Oh.
Well, regardless. So is Charlie just heading back then?
There we go.
Yeah. No, he's getting out of there.
I'm gonna put an X on the locations that you have shunted.
They're dead, Jim.
Get shunted.
Shunted. Is he heading back to the security office that you guys went into? Or checkpoint?
I'm going to because I don't know what to do from here.
So I guess any non-security person coming out this way is gonna be suspicious. So I guess we're relying on you to get that shunt in place too. I guess I could, if you get that one, either we could just take over the security of this place, which there may be a little bit of a firefight in here. There's no guards in this hallway at this time, right?
No guards in that hallway. The intel you had is that the security in the facility don't really move around much.
Yeah. So, but I assume there's some stationed in these rooms.
There are supposed to be 2 in that room. You don't know if the 5 that left. You don't know what rooms those are from.
Now, is that to across this whole suite of rooms?
No, that's 2 specifically in S03.
Okay. And what about S05, 6, and 4?
5 and 6 are not typically staffed or manned.
Okay.
S04
S04
usually
would be
does have 1. Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking at possibly 3 people in there if we want to take over the security.
Oh,
And assuming we get this shot in place.
and I neglected. As Charlie was walking out and past the northernmost S04, he also got one of those inattentive waves and nods. That was.
Oh, okay. So there's a window here.
Yes. That is actually a checkpoint where people coming through this way are supposed to stop and, check in. So there's, that little opening at the window at the bottom where you can slide over any documents if needed, etc.
Okay, cool.
I'm glad I didn't know that until I came back.
Yeah, I just make things easier for us.
I should have put the time in to make
Okay.
windows where windows exist, but I was getting a little bit drained by the end of this.
Okay, so
Yeah, no,
I think
it's okay. This place looks like it took a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
so. I guess we won't worry about this line shot for now. The other
I can
security
just
one.
telekinesis it into place.
Yeah, but we still have to open this door.
Isn't a
Oh,
big
yeah.
deal. You've got the card for it.
It is, but I'm just even the door opening is. It's fine. I mean, I guess the question is, do we want to try to take over security? Because I think we are going to have to, by force, go there. I guess we could. The shape charges on the roof shouldn't blow up the entire room, right?
No. They're very specifically designed to cause as little collateral damage as possible.
All right, and I have prepared hacks for basically manipulating their security systems. Okay.
Yeah, part of you taking the entire 6 hours to do the plan and the hacks is the assumption that you have hacks prepared for anything you do instead of having to tell me which hacks you prepared.
Gotcha.
I mean, all we have to do is get into L05 to figure out that we probably need to go into, what is that,
Well, we need to get to,
R7?
we need to get
Yeah,
in
R7.
L01. We need to get into L01 to place the other line shot for the server, and then
Yeah,
I can
okay.
start hacking and then I could use any of these terminals to start hacking to find out what hard drives we're looking for.
Okay. Should we go do that?
I guess we could. Yeah, you want to act like as an escort for us, being like us. If me and Aloha stand out, you'd be like
So-
an escort.
One thing you could do is you could go to L3, set up the shunt through the wall,
True.
and then use the one in L3. It'd be more difficult than going into L1, but
Yeah, but also since I'm gonna be in there, I'm gonna be in one of these anyways. I could do that. I guess presumably there may be someone in there's probably like a technician in there that we'd have to subdue, but I don't think that should be an issue. I feel like even I could do that.
Well. Nemesis is feeling real big in her britches all of a sudden.
So to clarify, L1, L2, and L3 are all classified labs. We have no idea what's in there.
Ah. So it
And
could
I
be a
assume-
super virus.
But that also means there's no windows, so people can't just walk by and be like, "Hey, what are those people doing?"
But we'd also have no business being in them.
Yeah.
I still think we just kind of walk into one though. What about Dexter? What about could I place it from L02 as well, or would that be too much?
No, because it's technically on that wall between and
Okay, so it's like more like up here rather than in the corner.
yeah.
That's why I check is the nature, triangle. Yeah. Okay, we'll say it's where the dot is.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. All right, yeah, I guess we'd just try to walk out as a group and go to L03, right? Do we want to I guess we should just go ahead and try to sneak that one into place. If you're comfortable, go ahead and doing that, Charlie.
Yeah.
It's either that. It's either that or Charlie sneaks out, steals some more clothes for you, and changes you so you fit in more.
I might
So
need another minute to do that.
Yeah. We know there's a security guard right there. We don't know if there was any left in there.
Well, there's a one because he got a wave as he went through, right?
Yeah, that's what's that we know there, but that's in S04.
Oh,
There's-
sorry. I thought you.
There's,
I thought-
yeah, there should.
Yeah, we're going the opposite direction now.
Yeah, 03. There's usually 2 stationed. So if you want to try to sneak out that one before me and Loa leave this room.
Yeah, I'll
I-
put that line shunt in place, and then we'll head out to LO3.
And we'll see how that goes.
For
What
those,
do I need to?
just real quick, for those keeping track of time, Charlie's jaunt over to A03 and back took 1 minute. So you've got.
So we're at 2 minutes in.
Mhm.
Okay. So I have a question, real quick.
Mhm.
If we get to 5 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes, can we just roll a piloting skill roll at any point to just show up?
Let's
Let's worry about that later. All right, that's fair.
yeah, let's no, I don't want to necessarily want to worry about that later. I'm trying to think of the logistics of it because I want to say no, just because they coming down at 5 minutes means that you are coming down even faster, and if you want to brake while you're coming down, so that you give yourself, you know what, I'm making this too complicated. Let's say yes, a difficulty 8 pilot check, pilot 8.
Probably something like the next couple, like a couple rounds.
Yes,
Instead of
to come in 1d6 plus 4 rounds. Failing the check means it takes the full 10 rounds.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to do d8 plus 2.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
having a potential lower minimum.
It makes the failure being the maximum more meaningful.
Yeah.
So yes, yes you can.
So I imagine any combat would go relatively quick. So it's probably be us taking cover and just avoiding actual combat as the combat proceeds.
Just setting off explosives in other locations to try and draw people
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turning off the lights.
You have all of those things on remotes, so you can trigger all or one or some of the explosives at.
I got them set up on a little map. I just got little buttons programmed on the map to trigger the bombs.
Cool. All right. So I was looking away when you said which shunt you're going for. Did you say you're going for this one?
We're gonna get the other security one in place in case we do, for and whatever.
Okay.
For whatever reason, to secure the building.
Charlie's making that little jaunt again, or was it? Did I miss here?
Just gonna open the door and then DK it through, sneak it in.
I'm going to ask for another sneak check. This one can be Dex, but it is also difficulty 8.
Okay.
Okay,
One of my numbers was a 6, so I think I passed.
you sure did.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry, I have very little screen space. I see one die at best.
So as Charlie is returning to Nemesis and Omikawa, you hear the radio on the uniform that you're wearing chatter to life.
I presume
Check it
it's in a
out.
language I don't understand. We should have made sure
Try to play
someone.
the part.
It's just with me and Namitlo in there, right? Or is that? Oh, you said as Charlie returns.
Omikawa, yeah.
Yeah, so
Pronunciation
pick
on
up
that
the
is weird.
radio.
Now the question is it in a language that we understand?
It's in Spacer.
Oh, that's good. I don't speak Spacer. I can understand that.
Oh
Hey,
my
hey,
god.
hey, Nemesis.
I can
Why don't you just
understand
learn
it.
why don't you just learn the language that everyone actually speaks?
At this point, it's a matter of pride.
Is it?
Yes.
How do you play Delta Rain with other people?
They understand British English just fine.
Yeah, she plays on the non-pleb servers.
Oh my god, get out of here.
Yeah. So I mean, but I mean, regardless, we're both probably not going to have the same voice as this guy. But what's it saying?
So
Just check
the radio is calling Leonidovich. Is everything okay? You hear something?
Am I Leonidovich?
That's the name on your uniform.
Okay.
You are now.
Alright. Fucking.
All you need to say is "da," right?
No, look at that guy's face. Does he look like the kind of person that just says "da"?
Does he? We didn't really talk to him very long.
Do you want to try and make a character assessment based on his
Look.
face, his eyes, his grooming?
Yeah, it's not
That
its
sounds
face
a lot
shape.
like
You gotta,
profiling.
yeah, you gotta do some phrenology. You gotta feel the bumps on his skull.
Oh God. Yeah, you need to determine if he has any inherent criminal traits from his head lumps.
Yep. Why are you saying that like so sarcastically?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Phrenology is definitely a very well regarded and not at all fake science.
Exactly.
If you put some pressure on his gut, he'll involuntarily make a sound so I can figure out his voice. Source, don't ask.
That's hilarious.
Well, do you want to try and do something to figure out his voice, or otherwise figure out what kind of response this person looks like they might give? Those are both checks I would allow you to make.
I think I'm just gonna go for it. The
Okay.
more checks I roll, the more likely I'm gonna roll snake eyes
I mean,
when it matters.
I could roll something. What would you roll for that? Notice.
For trying to assess this person's verbal character by visual inspection is
A fucking luck check.
and
Wait, do you have the no skill?
someone out there knows this information, Dex.
Yep. Exactly.
It's true. But I'm also not here, so I cannot save you with arcane knowledge.
Let
Now-
me just radio Jai.
Now let
Hey, what do
me
you think this guy sounds like?
let me qualify this with success on this skill check will not give you perfect information, but it will help you.
I guess
what-
it would be a help roll more.
What if he rolls boxcars and has like a +4 to it? Can he have perfect information then?
It will be a 12. No, he cannot, because he's not psychic.
Oh.
It
He
will.
is.
It
Yeah,
will,
he is.
literally psychic.
Okay, I thought Nemesis was making this check.
Well, I was attempting to help by assessing this.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie is very literally psychic. That's
He is not telepathic.
oh.
Yeah. Maybe
Um,
this is his big breakthrough. You don't
Yeah.
know.
Given the opportunity,
it
I wouldn't be telepathic.
it would be a 12 difficulty wisdom notice check.
All right. Well, I mean, failing this is on the help, right? It can't make things worse.
Failing this can't make things worse. It just means you have no freaking idea.
Yeah. No, I can't
It
pull
wasn't-
that from the cosmic
Yeah.
wisdom. It's like I'll just look at Charlie. I was like, "Shrug, have at it."
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Da, Conrad.
Just do your best Alexei impression. Oh no! Don't hurt me.
Da, Commander. These bourgeois scum were found sneaking the facility. I have brought them in to meet with the commissar.
All right, what's the plan here?
I don't know
Nox?
if I'm gonna die of bullets or cringe first.
You say that like they're not the same thing.
I
One's a
suppose.
little bit worse.
Suppose if there's any
At
alarm
least both
here.
can kill me
Which?
quickly.
Okay. So I'm thinking if there's any alarm here, we just go ahead and blow up S03 and S02, and then just take control of the security.
I will
like,
not
lock
let
down.
you die until you have admitted the superiority of Soviet security.
Just gonna hit him with that fat da. I'm going to assume that that's some kind of talk intelligence check. I don't know. What do I have? What do I have?
Let's go ahead and do another
Skill
talk charisma.
intelligence check. Okay.
No, there's no intelligence in this.
Lordy.
It never was.
It's fine. If we fail this and we go loud, that's a thing.
That's actually not a bad roll.
That's not a bad roll.
Good.
It is
That's
better than
good.
I expected.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. The voice crackles through. Okay. Let us know if you report in if you hear anything else.
Chain me 10-4.
No, then you just leave silence. You don't want to say too much.
All right.
I'm not answering the second time.
Okay. You have escaped unscathed from your second social encounter.
All right, you ready for our third social encounter in the L03? As we go out here.
My next social encounter is going to begin and end with me using fucking the psychic ram and blowing him up.
I have had my fill of social encounters for the day. Now I choose violence.
Which I should have chosen from the beginning.
Yeah.
These people.
All right. You guys
Really ask questions.
are
Friendliest company on the fucking planet.
Oh my god.
using the card on the doors and opening it up.
And damn the consequences.
All right.
I don't have any weapons. I mean, I have a pistol, but it's like that's not a good idea.
I can
At least
hand
not
you my knife. It's not even a fucking TL4 knife, but it is a knife.
I mean, it's better than nothing in melee. I mean, a TL3 knife is gonna be fine against a civilian. Oh yeah, we could probably just intimidate this guy if there's someone in here.
We're gonna open the door. There's gonna be nobody in here.
Wait, we
Only
have
yeah,
the security
this
guy's
time's
weapon.
Yeah.
That's true. What
We have
sort of melee?
the security guy's submachine gun.
Yeah, well, we don't want to use the submachine gun. That's definitely gonna be too loud.
Well,
Yeah, but
it's a
we
TL4
need to threaten
submachine
him.
gun.
Oh no, for weapon, I've got a trilobite pistol on me.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
the guy did have a stun baton on him.
Stun baton. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, there we go.
That's what I wanted. Is a stun baton. I'll add that. So now I have a stun baton. I'm
Okay.
going to get one. Who doesn't want a stun baton?
Stun batons are not standard Union melee affair. They usually go for more bludgeoning, lethal impact type weapons.
Yeah, like crack your skull and not stun you.
Right, like a kinetic baton, kinetic impact baton.
Got little rocket boosters on the back.
It's some kind of TL4
25-pound
baton.
iron mace.
Yeah.
I always like bludgeoning objects with little rockets on the back.
I think it was
Anyways.
Mark Rober that did a rocket-powered golf club like that. Anyways, you open the door, and there's nobody in there.
Aha! All right, we're in like Flynn.
Get tricked upon.
Let us apply this line shot and then have at this terminal.
Yeah. Lucky that guy. Lucky the guy that wasn't there.
Yeah, I know, right? Probably called out sick today.
This lab here, it has trappings of, I'll just tell you. It looks like they may have been doing some research on vac suits.
Ooh.
But
Probably like adding exoskeletons to them to make people work harder.
might be, but everything has been packed up. There is still equipment and the skeletal framework of equipment stands and such in the room. So if a fight were to break out here suddenly, you'd be able to find some cover. But there's
Why do you feel it's important to say that, Dex?
oh, I'm just covering all bases.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Well, if we got in here without any alarm, I guess it's time to psych in as well, huh? I'm not gonna forget like Zoe.
What are you talking about? I took my psych-in. I took it with me. Everywhere I went, it went.
Yep, Zoe took the psych in. Okay. Nemesis can pull up a chair and sit down at the terminal after applying the line shunt through the wall.
Yes. And we'll hack away.
Where do you want Charlie positioned, Knox?
At the entrance.
Okay.
And Omit Loa needs to be positioned to pull me to cover if things get bad.
Okay. And you hear the normal sounds of workers moving about around you as Nemesis is plugging in.
We anything we can do to lock the door to any access?
There don't appear to be any internal physical locks, but the door is locked upon closing.
Okay.
And let me get myself back over to the little hacking section for Nemesis. Okay, so Nemesis takes the psych in.
Yep, may as well. It's more exciting that way.
And okay, one moment, please.
At this point, Charlie has done a heist with everyone except for Jai, so we're gonna need to plan a Charlie Jai heist sometime in the future.
A Geist, if you would.
No.
No, saw that coming.
Does it count if he's done a heist for Jai?
No. Jai has to be there.
Okay.
I'm coming down here in like what, 2 minutes now?
He
Well, I
has
thought
to,
you were saying-
he has to be in the trenches doing heist things.
I thought you were added to the. You were staying on the ship. You said.
Yeah, I thought you said you were staying on the Raza.
No,
in case of full Union
no, I
thing.
am not. I'm actually coming down.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about that possibility when people were arguing about who should
This
come
being-
down, but
And also this being a ploy by Union to steal the Raza.
yeah,
And then it was a ploy by Jai to steal the Raza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's,
I
there are lots
decided
of ploys.
no, this is idiotic. I'm going down here. Dex wouldn't do that for the simple reason that would mean that we are insisting on leaving one player on the ship at all times, and that would get frustrating.
Yeah, that'd
for
be so terrible. Yeah.
We have done that before.
we have done that before, but if Dex pulls that now, we are going to do that always from now on, and I'm willing to bet that Dex isn't willing to take that gamble.
This is a sandbox.
Yeah, it is a sandbox. But are you willing to make it so that the port party always has to be split in that way?
You've got
What's it
NPCs
gonna
up there.
be, Dex?
Uh,
What's it gonna
thing
fucking
with
be?
The thing with sandboxes is there's always a bully in the sandbox.
We'll just do 4 different plans every single time. We'll have you make 4 separate maps and 4 separate stories going on.
Yeah,
Every
I'll just
time.
end up using rectangles for all that.
And or just killing off players one at a time, every single one until it's like, oh gosh, all the people that went their separate ways have died. Good
No,
job,
if-
these
viewers
characters
would
that all
want that.
cooperate.
If this was all a ploy for Union to assault the ship, you've got NPCs on the ship that you could play next session.
Yeah.
Plus, we're only 10 minutes away, or
Yeah.
5 minutes if I make a decent piloting roll.
Yeah. Okay, so the base difficulty of these checks is +2.
Good thing I got that psych in.
Good thing you get that psychic. Completely counteracts that.
The
And-
juice.
The juice is loose.
And let's see, needs to hack the server to get a project listing, which is a just answer a specific question. Difficulty 8 increases to a 10.
Alright. Got my modifier. I am hacking. Yay. Alright, easy enough.
All right, blue hacks 1. So the classified projects that you're seeing, I didn't actually detail out the other projects. They're just like, you know, mineral refining and stuff like that. Better cargo space techniques.
Yeah, like-
The classified projects in Lab 01 is cargo pods.
I thought it was playing the bigger room.
Well, it looks like it's an attempt at external cargo pods capable of carrying much more than any mass inside a ship, or at least
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
of a frigate class ship.
I've seen those in sci-fi where you have a ship. It's like a skeleton almost, and the cargo is in pod set. Yeah.
Mhm.
So they're trying to design those. I always like those for freighters. Anyways.
That actually appears to be the money project. From the amount of, well, just from Nemesis's assessment here. Lab 2 is
I like biggest, highest amount of stuff dedicated to it.
is integral fuel scoop,
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
3 is improved vac suit.
Ooh.
Union isn't very creative with their names.
Ah, yes.
I'm
This
glad
is
one of
Project.
these.
This is Project Phoenix.
Sorry,
Turns
what was the first one called other than the money project?
Cargo
External-
pods.
Cargo
Oh, yeah,
pods.
the cargo pods. I'm just trying to think out how they would how Union would improve vac suits. So they're probably like Revenant vac suits.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
They're trying, or Perimeter is beating them up, and they're gonna full on leave the system because they've improved cargo pods?
That's a little suspicious, isn't it? Which means I may need to dig into these and see if any of them is just a cover. I guess I don't
Not
know.
suspicious at all. What?
That seems pretty fucking suspicious.
That none of these sound suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Well, so I suppose
Imagine
I'll need a
company
better-
just developing things for money.
because none of these is definitely so basically none of these really sounds like what we'd be here for, right? I mean they're kind of interesting, but not specifically what we're looking for. So presumably one of them is actually a cover, right? Or at least that's where my mind is going. Or does it seem like there's something that I'm missing and it's possibly on the security system? There's like a security server instead.
Well, you were given instruction specifically to blow up this server, so you're
Right,
accessing
so
that right now. Whatever you have access to.
Right. Okay, so this is what we were pointed as the target. So there's definitely something else hidden here. So yeah, my question is, I guess, can I interrogate each of those to try to figure out what is they're actually trying to hide here?
Yes, you could.
I guess the cargo pod being the most highly funded, and that is probably why I want to look closer at.
Can I make a suggestion?
Maybe.
If you find out that all 3 of these are saved on like 3 hard drives, it doesn't fucking matter. We just steal all 3 hard drives and get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
So just find out what hard drives they're on first. I guess.
I think that
That's-
was that not part of what I already rolled.
Yeah,
'Cause-
that actually is what you just rolled. You've got
Like what
the
project is on what location?
and part of how you're making this assessment is in how many drives each project actually is using.
Yeah. Do we have a number on how many drives we can take? Or is that
No, not really.
50.
They're
okay?
each drive is
900.
counted as a storage container.
Okay.
Which is, I think, 1 encumbrance,
That's-
maybe 1 bundle.
No, storage units are heavy, man.
Oh, storage units are heavy.
So
Yeah,
proper
they're three-
storage units are not like
A storage
Proper
unit is 3 encumbrance.
Okay, we're gonna go with
proper
that.
storage unit is probably like an actual like server thing.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. The
It's like a briefcase basically.
cargo pods are 3 storage units, and the integral fuel scoop and improved vac suits are we'll just make them 1 each.
Okay.
So that's
So-
15 encumbrance.
15
Between-
encumbrance for all of them, which I think that seems fair because part of the issue was, we're not sure if we're gonna be able to yank all this out easily. But I think with enough people, it shouldn't be an issue.
Well, and plus that solves the problem that I was thinking we were gonna have to lift out a whole server block and it was gonna be a gajillion pounds.
Yeah.
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 So basically, at this stage, you can just head over there, start disconnecting things, and
I
we're
could,
getting
but I'm-
pretty close to just hitting the facility.
I
so.
could, but I'm psyched in and I want to find out.
All right. Yeah, that's true. You are correct. You can't resist.
we are
not wrong.
we are now seeing the drawbacks of that +2 skill bonus. I love it.
Yeah, I want to interrogate each of these and figure out what's being hidden in them. Like I said, obviously I'm going to start with the largest one because if it's most well funded, it seems like the one that they're.
Before you dive into that, can you
Dente.
tell us the physical location of the thing so that we can start grabbing them?
I mean,
Not
what, you
really,
gonna
it's
leave
just
me in
pretty
here
focused.
alone? Yeah, you definitely have to. Yeah, I probably haven't even said it's like I've got it. No, I'm still just typing away. So far as you know, I don't know that.
Well,
It lasts what? We'll cut 10 minutes tops.
Technically 15,
Oh,
but
oh.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. It's 15. Yeah, y'all had to drag me away from this, and like get in my face and say which hard drives.
And your characters
Uh,
know the effects of Psych-In. It's been explained even if you haven't experienced it. So if at any point Charlie thinks, hey, Nemesis has it, we can drag her away, you can go ahead and do that.
After a minute, I'm gonna get Nemesis' attention and say, "Where do we go?"
All right, so you've got a minute worth of hacking left.
all right. Well, unless I go back to it, but whatever I can do. I mean, whatever I can do in a minute. Like I said, I've said my intent. Whatever you need me to roll.
This is
Where
more
do we
than
go?
Looking through the cargo pods.
this is more than
information.
answering a specific question. Now you're trying to get general
Yeah.
information. You're getting the all information available on cargo pods. So
Yep.
your
All right. So
difficulty
11.
is 13.
Oh, 13 now. Oh, right. Because it goes up another 2.
Mhm.
For the harder query. 13, easy.
Okay.
Thanks, I can.
So, according to Union's projections on the cargo pods, and there's no front here. There's no sneaky, nothing evasive. Everything that Nemesis sees on these storage units is about the cargo pods. By Union's projections, with the amount by which these cargo pods will increase freight shipping capacity, the profits after initial expenses, or after initial expenses are covered, the yearly profits of having these cargo pods accessible to Union and exclusive to Union for possible licensing out, they see that they project a increase of tenfold over annual income from business on Astos.
Wow.
That is incredibly valuable, but also incredibly boring. Yeah.
Yeah. I've lost interest. I want to query the other ones now.
That's the one that's
Before
gonna
you
make
do
us
the other ones, tell us where that one is.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Which of the others is she looking at?
What was it vac suits and
Integral fuel scoops, yeah.
There are also the non-classified labs, if that matters.
I didn't actually write what they're doing in those, so they're even less interesting than cargo pods.
Are you sure? Like, electromagnetic clock cargo netting? My god, that is actually exactly as interesting as cargo pods.
Do you want to end here and maybe come up with something a little bit more interesting before we come back?
No, I'm good with this.
I want to know about the vac suits.
Okay. This was a difficulty 14, which you just made. They're actually trying to do more than just put exo on vac suits. They're trying to make them more tear resistant, less cumbersome, and integrate small little thrusts, small little maneuvering thrusters, safe maneuvering thrusters into.
They already
vac suit.
had basic maneuvering thrusters, but maybe it's like more refined.
I don't actually know, but they're also trying to reduce the encumbrance of them to where it's more like, wearing armor.
A second skin.
Well, not quite skins. Not quite vac skins. Which definitely
right,
do not
vac
have
skins are a
maneuvering
thing.
thrusters unless you fart really hard.
Yeah, those probably don't.
Wouldn't those get trapped in the second skin?
Yes, it would.
What if you cut a very specific hole, I guess?
You don't want the hole there.
Well, then it isn't pressurized.
Yeah, haven't you guys watched The Martian? You just gotta poke a hole in your glove, and then you can fly like Iron Man. No? All right.
This is idiotic.
Okay,
Let's just keep going, please.
Oh, and I guess you could spend some of your oxygen to act as a mini thruster, but
Yeah. Not
That's
a great
usually
idea.
Yeah. All right, I guess the last one is DC 15. Unless,
Last one is
we can think of
DC
anything else.
15. Yep.
And of course, I'm going for it.
You did
There
say
was no
that.
question. There was no
Yep.
question of it.
Before you roll,
Oh.
there's a knock on the door.
Okay, well, as I roll in, I'm not going to respond to it anyway, so I'm rolling anyways.
I know.
Oh, it's time for that third fucking charisma
So
check.
You gotta
I think
get
we
out
all-
of here.
I think we all know what the answer is. Beep 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 beep.
Da. Oh right, that's right. You did say. If we're gonna blow up anything, SCR2 seems like the best one.
So, very shortly after the knock, while Nemesis is going through details of the integral fuel scoop, the card reader on the outside of this door beeps, and the door opens to reveal a woman looking inside curiously.
Wow, they got their own art.
Fucking
Yoink.
pull her in.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
no!
That's what I was thinking. Yoink. Close the door.
Hey, how are you?
All right.
That's up to you, Charlie. A bit
let's-
low is my tender, so you know.
Go
What
ahead
is it?
and make
A
a
grapple check.
quick, exert dex.
Exert dex. Hold on, let me navigate my character sheet.
Nox, we
My
seriously
wisdom
don't
and my
mind
dex
rolling for
are
you.
the same,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna roll it with wisdom.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah. How do you want Charlie to do this? You have complete control over this situation.
Pull her in, bring her to the floor, hand over her mouth.
She looks up with wide eyes.
And gonna go ahead and put a finger over my own mouth.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
And she just very, very softly nods. Nemesis, the Integral Fuel Scoops project is research on the feasibility of actually integrating fuel scoops into spike drive infrastructure. Union is trying to basically create a schematic that they would, of course, license out to the various shipyards, which would make it very cost effective for every ship in the sector to have fuel scoop technology.
And
Man,
we're
the
not
Union
reliant.
is boring.
We're not reliant on gas stations anymore. Fuck those guys.
Now, the fuel
I have
scooping,
Amigola, right?
the integral fuel scoops are slower than the book fuel scoop fitting, but doesn't require any extra mass or power. It's all integrated, and of course, the gas stations are much faster.
It's fucking magic.
But it's fucking magic.
know.
I mean, if it doesn't have any mass or power requirements, it's just a straight upgrade. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or-
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I guess I'll just start programming it or like hacking to get like the hard drive, the storage units that we want to start like blinking. Because I got nothing else.
All right. Well, that sounds like
I'm still
a.
psyched in. So at this point, I'm just having fun.
No, that
until
sounds
I
like
get
a
full-
subvert a system check to me.
It does. So that's a.
While
15
this is going
oh
on,
no, this is 16.
can we have I guess Amico at this point? They create bindings so that we can fucking
Yes.
And the duct
restrain
tape.
and gag her.
Oh!
hey,
God damn. Can't be stopped. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Why do we spend so much time planning this? I feel like just walk in, get whatever you need.
look, all we needed to do was walk in, do some drugs, and get whatever the hell we wanted.
Now,
It seems to work.
to be fair, part of the reason that this has been so easy is because you did end up succeeding on the check to draw security away. I did in my notes very specifically call out that one of those called away would be from S03, reducing alertness.
Woo.
Oh, that's basically the camera room, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, the lady that's being tied up, is she wearing the very specific guard uniform that we were talking about?
No, she's an assistant. She is a researcher.
Oh,
All right.
poor lady.
She
Yeah,
is
Amicula takes
absolutely
her lab coat.
non-combatant.
Amicula takes her lab coat, throws it at Nemesis, I assume.
It
Bounce off of me.
it slowly drifts over Nemesis, breaking line of sight with the computer.
Yeah.
No! Now, by this point, I'm just trying to program. I don't know, like watching Archer, little pirate. Hunch. What?
Is
God.
she trying to make the blinking lights do a dance in the server room?
No. I'm trying to leave a parting present in the system.
Oh.
I guess it won't really matter if they're all gonna blow it up anyways, but that's fine.
All right, it's
messing with
stopped.
people.
Amicula
Yeah.
has saved us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, y'all. I mean, I guess a bit low and drag me away. As I would say, it's become readily apparent now. I'm just toying with the system.
Yeah.
Where do we go?
As I've got little sprites dancing across the screen.
The lady that you've pulled in is very compliant. She is not making any kinds of resistance, and you have her tied up, and you have her lab coat.
And now you just have to drag me and point me at something.
I am going to say to her, you're going to be fine. We're going to let you go. There's no danger here.
Wow. Just don't go into certain rooms.
I mean, she's tied up. She's not going into certain rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that she's not trying to fucking make noise.
A lone tear drips from her eye onto the bridge of her nose, and because she's sideways, falls off onto the ground, and she nods.
Okay, alright, she's going to be good.
She's got catatonic. It's fine.
Just keep telling yourself that, Charlie. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Be fine.
It'll be fine.
Listen,
All right, where are you guys going next? And how are you getting
social
Nemesis there?
encounter averted.
Yeah, exactly. No, I love it in the best way.
Here's the thing. I don't think we have enough carrying capacity until the others get here.
I
I
We have
certainly don't.
telekinesis. I can telekinesis 3 things out at once. We only need to make 2 trips.
keep in mind, you can go over your stowed capacity, and you just slowed down.
But I also think there's a very little chance of us getting into the server room without someone in the that security little hallway seeing us.
They do have windows pointed specifically out onto that factory floor, and with a clear view of that server room. Yes.
Yeah, I assume that's by design that there's a clear.
You know
view
where
there.
the server room is? Where is it?
Yeah, it's 000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've known where the server room the whole time is. We just didn't know where specifically the data that we want is.
Okay, so here's
do we
my.
know that now?
Yes, we know where
Okay,
the
so-
data
Alright,
is.
let's turn-
Do you
let's
think
turn
that
off the
factory?
fucking
And
lights.
I have set it up. I have set it up so anybody can. I guess my little
Yeah.
lights blinking won't work with the power out. But
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Hang on.
I
real
know
quick.
where they are.
Xander, what were you asking?
Does the factory floor have any pushy, pulley? What are they called? Fucking
Forklifts?
no. They're just like tables with wheels on the bottom and a push bar.
Push carts?
Dolly.
Push cart. Push cart.
Dollies.
Are there
Or
push
dolly.
carts or trolleys or anything like that?
The factory floor doesn't, but the warehousing does. I don't know if that's helpful to you.
I'm just pointing. I'm not actually there, so I'm just pointing out options for people so they don't feel like they need to. Because if you could throw a bunch of encumbrance stuff on a push cart, and
If
push it to the
we
door.
if we TK 3 of them out, I can just hold the other 2. I have enough space for it
Oh, okay.
without going over.
Okay, the question here is,
Just
are
do
you?
one trip.
The question here is less how you're getting it out, and how are you actually going over to the room, or are you just waiting for things to get loud?
We're gonna turn off the lights and then sneak it out in the chaos.
I think things are gonna get loud anyways, right? When y'all arrive.
Yeah.
Like that's
Okay, so
inevitable.
are you guys gonna wait for us to arrive and then pull the blades and then wait in that room until we cut the lights and arrive?
We're out of time. You're arriving.
I think I
Oh.
think we just go ahead and cut the power as y'all arrive,
Yeah,
and then
you've got
we go secure that, and then we can just kind of meet y'all halfway.
you've got a minute and 12 seconds before that drop pod comes down, unless
okay.
they break, unless they slow down.
Right. So if you guys get into the room, pull your blades or whatever they're called, then we can hit the lights, and then by the time we get there, the lights should be off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm counting bad. You've got 22 rounds left before the 5-minute drop pod descent is
So
finished.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, do you guys just want to hang out in the server room until we get there? Or?
They still need to get there.
I think the problem is I don't think we can get to the server room without being spotted in some form or fashion.
Right. So do we want to
the
do
lights
it?
are off.
Do we want to blow up like R09 or something? Just like pull people away? I don't actually know what any of these rooms do, so tell me if I'm picking one that's.
I think
obviously
I
gonna have
think
people
it's
in it.
better to just blow everything at once.
Also, what room do we have to get to?
000.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's mostly just down the
Okay.
hallway from us, but the security guys would be able to see us enter that room.
Okay. Can they see through all of the lab 9s?
No, I don't believe they would be able to.
Can we just walk into lab 1?
Yeah, I think we
And
should be
then
able to do lab 1, but we
cut
don't know if
through,
there's people.
and then just cut through.
I don't. Aside from like blowing a hole in the wall, there's no cutting through. And I would assume blowing a hole in the wall risks the data.
Hmm.
Yeah,
We don't
server
know.
rooms have slightly thicker walls. Well, considerably thicker walls to conserve on cooling.
Okay.
It's not impossible. It's just you would need a good toolkit, which I believe you guys have the pre-tech toolkit with you, and some time spent on that wall, based on Nemesis and Charlie's knowledge of breaking into things, and Nemesis knowing how thick those walls are. You figure you could probably do it with a good fix check in about a minute.
I'd be inclined. I'm inclined. Well, I mean, Nemesis is real focused, so not really making much suggestions here in character. So actually, you know what? Don't worry about it. Y'all do what you want to do. Because you're dragging me along behind you anyways. But point me at anything you want me to focus on.
Charlie's gonna address the scientist that we have tied up. I'm gonna point at the wall that would be that room. He's gonna ask, "Are there people in that room?"
She quickly nods.
Okay, so that plan is just out.
Did you point at L1?
Yeah, I pointed at L1. That's the fastest way to 000.
I mean, because you're worried
Yeah,
about
but
people
then-
seeing you like right here, right?
No, we're worried about people seeing us from S02.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess L01 is a problem as well, but this security room is very explicitly designed to be able to view the entry to the server room.
I
Gotcha.
really think you're overcomplicating this. You have about a minute at this point until the whole thing explodes. So
Yeah, I mean, I think we just wait in here until the chaos happens. That's me. I guess out of character. In character, I don't really care right now. I'm just looking at the terminal.
Drooling, scratching your neck.
Terminal.
I mean, Nemesis. At this point, Nemesis is probably
Go.
reviewing the specs on those fuel scoops or something.
Doing the equivalent of reading the back of your shampoo bottle while you're.
Oh no! I know what Nemesis is doing. Nemesis is currently theory crafting how those cargo pods would affect Delta Rain if imported.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Tommy's gonna go to shit.
this is gonna
Got
wreck
too
the
far in
market.
that. Charlie's gonna take the line shunt off the wall.
I mean, I'm already in. I don't. What was it? My hacks last. I mean, my hacks last at least 20 minutes.
Dang.
Too late. It's too late.
Nemesis has already seen everything.
It's too late.
Why
I'm
we need
already
the line
in.
shunt anyways then?
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
actually, removing the line, removing a required line shunt does break the hack.
Well, I'm still on this terminal.
So
Alright.
does Charlie actually remove the line shunt?
Well, there's no actual point to it. It's just bullying
Yeah.
for the sake of bullying.
So
It's
we're
not
at
gonna-
3 o'clock. It sounds like you guys are mostly leaning towards waiting here until the drop pod lands, the power goes out, and the roof goes boom. And am I reading that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then why don't we call this a session, and we'll pick up next week with jump past those 2.25 minutes, and land that drop pod.
Nope.
Land.
Yes.
That. Drop
We're probably
pod.
gonna need a name for this lady because we're gonna.
Oh, she
probably
has
gonna
one.
Fucking.
Ah,
Okay.
God. I knew
Look,
it.
you chose not to take the charisma option here.
I mean, we do. I mean, we could invite. I mean, we do need more people on the Raza.
I did say an option was to just kidnap any high-ranking scientists or managers for possible later ransom.